live on the internet.
Hey, okay.
Wow!
Are we on the internet?
We are on the internet. So, yeah.
It's a series of tubes.
Yeah. I have things planned. So, however, I think I'm not even going to roll. I'm just going to have Biero recap what happened last session.
Yeah, Bureau.
Such a small part of it.
I know, right?
But such a big part.
So we picked up by beginning combat with the final round of the group event against the Arcane Golem, I believe it was.
Yes.
And that was quite a challenging fight. Cortanis went down and was taken out of the competition, but we ended up winning after taking a fair beating. And Pelor's team, I believe, lost. So we ended up winning the competition and accolades while Thurn went around asking everybody if they were on the council until somebody told him he would get an audience with them. Then we gathered for a bit, and then Bureau and Nox went to start kind of preparing for the individual fights. Nox came in and had a moment with Bureau and they wished each other well. Fike came in later after having given Nox the Ring of Spell Storing and charging it, and then lent Bureau his Amulet of Sarenrae, and also wished him well. Then Bureau surprisingly was put in competition against Umara, his rival, and it was a hard-fought fight full of terrible rolling on my part.
So many bad rolls.
So many.
But thankfully, due to some AoE spells for dex saves instead of having to roll to hit every time, managed to wear her down until we were both down to single digits, and luckily managed to get the final blow. And that's where we went off. Bureau went off to tend his wounds and take a short rest, and that's where we ended.
Alrighty. So at that point, with Bureau, the crowd finally dying down, and Bureau disappearing back into the tunnels underneath the stadium. There is a small reset for the stadium in between things. The rest of you are up in your box and are approached by what looks like some sort of an official person. So this would be Fike, Tharn, Shango, and
Cortanis.
and Cortanis. So everybody except Noxus and Bureau, who are down below. And they say, arrangements, excuse me. You are the champions from the Temple of Cord, are you not?
Indeed, we are.
Yes, my name is Arbiter Brom Goldhand. You see before you an individual wearing what looks mostly like ceremonial armor, with a tabard bearing the holy symbol of the lawbearer Arathis. There is a large white gold-trimmed cloak that falls down over his shoulders, and a hood that comes up over his head, and his face is covered with what looks to be a mask made out of platinum. That has a stern but that has a face with an stern but understanding expression. He says, "You are the ones that have been granted the audience of the council. This shall take place this evening after the events of the Gods' Brawl. I have been sent to inform you that you shall have a short time with the council as we must get to other matters that have been delayed due to today's ceremonies. We shall be able to give you enough time to be presented with your winnings and the ceremonial offerings of trophy and any other matters you wish to discuss with us will be listened to at that point.
Well, it's about time.
What he means to say is our thanks to you and the time the council takes.
That's not what I meant to say. I said what I meant to say.
There's no reaction from obviously the face as it is covered with a mask. And he
Quick out of character question. You mentioned last time I think like a banquet or so that we're supposed to happen the next day, or am I misremembering?
I think you're misremembering. There's a banquet that you're
Okay.
going to be attending after the day's events this evening.
Oh, okay, and then the okay, gotcha now.
Yes.
Thanks.
This is it kind of ties in with both. You're granted your audience,
Gotcha.
and then there's a banquet celebration that you can go to. And yes.
Okay.
But anyway, my servants will be sent to collect you after the competition has commenced.
Why don't they be quick about it?
Congratulations on your day of victory, champions. As he turns on a heel and exits rather quickly.
And I'm still waiting on my rat on a stick.
Fike just has a perpetual nosebleed, just constantly. Just why would it stop? Why wouldn't it stop? If I ignore it, it might stop.
At this point, our attention is all grabbed again by as horns go off, indicating the beginning of the next bout. As Noxus, you had been led out to one of the gates and have been informed that it is about time for you to compete. The announcer comes over the thaumaturgical loudspeaker and says, attendants of the day of challenge, we bring to you again a fight of champions representing the temple of Bahamut. Noxus! As their cheers go up. As Noxus is entered in, as horns play, there are uproarious cheers that go across the arena as you enter.
I wanna, as Noxus walks out into the arena, I wanna use thaumaturgy to cause like tremors, the slight tremors in the stadium, starting slow and then picking up with like a whoom, 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 and then getting faster and faster.
You do so.
As he's introduced, I lean over to whoever's sitting next to me and I go,
Does he realize his name means a foul odor?
Yes, he does.
I believe so.
What? Somebody take my 50 platinum. I'm betting on the dragon.
Did Noxus use his breath weapon in the tournament?
I believe he did, yes. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It just didn't have any effect on
Oh.
the creature he
That
used
was probably.
against, I believe.
Oh, it was the rock thing. I think it was
Yeah,
the
it
rock
just happened
thing.
to be immune to
To
poison.
poison.
Yeah. But as Noxus, you are let out, the announcer says, "And fighting representing the temple of Arathis."
It's a guy
Paladin.
with a sword.
Sadi Kazmut.
Hey, I called it.
explosions and flashes of light go off as he enters the stadium.
What do I know of that god?
Of what god?
The one he's representing.
Arathis, the Lawbearer. Make a
Sure.
religion check.
Hey, I am proficient in that, so it's no longer a
You're
negative.
proficient in that when it comes to Bahamut.
Oh.
You didn't say that. You said that I just was.
Yes, I
because
know,
of
I'm
how
just
I
kidding.
rolled. Oh, okay. I was like, wait,
I'm
what?
busting.
Wait.
Yeah. So you're proficient in that now.
You scared me there.
10.
Bad.
So in general, you know that the Lawbearer is Arathis. She is she is known as the partner of the Wild Mother. As they need to exist in balance, as the Lawbearer Arathis is the god of like civilization and law and society, whereas the Wild Mother is the goddess of divine, in nature and the wild.
Right.
And so it is said that they get upset when their balance is upset. If power goes too far into one or the other's direction, it upsets them as the balance that they have in their relationship. And is often called upon as the reason for like terrible storms or things of that nature.
Okay.
But they, followers of the Lawbearer are usually people like judges, paladins, lawbringers, politicians, champions of justice, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. The announcer shouts out, "Let this fight begin." Roll initiative, my man.
Natural. Oh, hey, what do you know? It's a 10. That's not bad.
As I will roll initiative for my guy. He only rolls an 8. So
Not
you
bad.
go. So you go first, my friend.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gauge him. I'm gonna gauge and see what this guy's
Yes,
about.
sorry, did anybody want to make any bets? This one is also a 1-to-1 even. The odds are even. It's a pick 'em, straight pick 'em.
50 platinum on the dragon.
All right, so Fike bets 50 platinum on Noxus. Anybody else want to make any bets? Going once, going twice.
I'm good.
Nope.
Alrighty. Noxus, what are you doing?
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at him right off the bat, just to gauge this guy real quick.
Alrighty.
So no, it's my Noxus breath. Wrong thing. There it is. Ready? A 1, a 2. Oh wait.
So you hold out your spear, and 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast energy shoot out down your arm and away towards Sadiq. As both of them impact, he takes 13 points of force damage.
I am checking to see if I have another boom, because it goes up. 5th level.
Is it 11?
2 beams at 5th. Yeah, I get 1 more beam. Because I'm 11, right? No. Yes?
Did you level?
I'm 10 Warlock, 1 Paladin. It just says 11th level.
11th level is when it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think cantrips scale with total character level,
That's
right?
they do. I'm just trying to find out. Just went right past it.
For questions like these, check out D&D Beyond.
Yes. Or Handbooker Helper.
Handbooker helper.
Helper!
It sounds like
Is it so
handbooker
happy?
helper. No, I don't think so.
Handbooker.
I haven't seen those in a long time.
We're gonna get sued.
There we go. 3 beams at 11th level. Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm going to shoot 1 more. And the third.
On the third, he is able to get his shield up, and it deflects away. Unable. That one does not do any damage.
And is it an action or is it a bonus action to use one of the spells from the spell storing thing?
The ring says
It's
it's
an action. It depends on what the spell that you're casting is.
the ring. I
Okay,
think
so
says
I was
it's a
gonna do
bonus
some-
action.
Yeah, it was gonna be Sanctuary, which is a bonus action. Is that correct? If not, then
is that
I'll
correct?
end my turn.
Is Sanctuary a bonus action?
I believe so. I could double check though.
Yeah, I'm looking as well.
Know your spells.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
All right, then yeah, you could do that.
Then I will do that, and that will be my turn. And basically, like, for flavor, he kind of does a where he puts his shield up like a Spartan and gets ready.
Alrighty. Sadi kind of recovers from that barrage, and he looks at you as he takes out his sword, which is this gleaming, shining blade. As he holds it up and runs his hand across it, it begins to glow with radiant light. He's going to use his devotion paladin ability to make this his sacred weapon, so he gets to add his charisma to his attack rolls. As the blade ults with holy flame, he is going to charge towards you. He gets to right there. And that is going to end his turn.
That's
He
30
hunkers
feet?
down behind it. Yeah, that was 30 feet.
Oh, wow. Okay. So his turn is done?
Mm-hmm. His turn is done. He just stares you down with that one eye that he has.
Oh, he only has one eye?
Yeah, he's the eye patch over the other eye.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Well, I'm going to let him come to me, and I'm just going to fire off 3 more shots at him. Just kind of, as he's running, just shoot him and see how well they do. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3.
The 12 and the 10 miss. As he hunkers down, he deflects 2 with his shield, but one of them, even just through his shield, it watches you, like, almost makes him slide back. That one doing another 13 points of damage. As he's starting to sweat a little bit at his brow, but he hunkers down and takes it fairly in stride.
It is his turn, my man.
Alrighty, he's going to finish charging forward. And then he is going to swing his sword of judgment at you.
Wisdom 16 for Sanctuary.
No. It
Nope.
only... Oh, that's right. He made his attack. He attacked me, so that spell ended.
Yep. Sanctuary breaks if you do an offensive thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's fine.
Yep. So he's going to make 2 attacks against you. It's a 27 to hit,
Hits.
and that's actually 30 to hit, because it's his sacred weapon now, so he gets an extra +3 to his attacks. And then, so that 15 is actually an 18.
Yep.
All right, so both hit.
Is it on fire like in the picture?
Yes, it is. You take... Excuse me. You take 16 points of damage from the first strike. He is
Okay.
then going to He's then going to smite, first level smite.
Okay.
So you take another 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then on his second attack, he's going to... You take another 9 slashing and 4 fire. And he's going to throw another first level smite on top of that. So you take an additional 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
As he shing, 2 strikes, one forehand, one backhand, as he stares you down and says, smart strategy, not letting me get close before. However, tables have turned, my friend. That ends his turn. It's your turn, my friend.
He'll kind of pull down. And he was like, "Really? I was just waiting for you." And then I'll be like, "Cause he's behind you now," and I will cast Guardian of Faith right behind him.
Ooh.
He's behind you now.
He's boxed in.
Alrighty. He has to make a dex save.
I believe that is correct.
So he takes 10 points of radiant damage.
Yes, it is a dex save. That is correct.
He takes 10 points of radiant damage from behind. As your
It's an action.
little guy
And-
appears behind him.
Uh-huh. It was a trap.
That's your action.
And bonus action, I will do healing light on myself.
As it appears, the guardian swings down at him. He's able to get his shield up in time, but some of the residual radiant energy flashes around him. You watch as he takes the damage and looks up at you with like this look of, clever, well played kind of look.
Clever little girl. Clever little girl.
You know.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and healing light. Boom. 13.
So you heal 13.
That is correct.
All right.
70. All right. That is my turn.
Alrighty. And once that appears, he's going to make this roll and move around the other side of you, out of the reach of your Guardian of Faith. And as he comes up from his like Captain Kirk style combat roll, he wheels around. He's going to make 2 strikes at you with his Sword of Judgment. Those both hit, I believe, again. Yes? 'Cause
Nah.
That's a 18
Nah.
for the
Oh,
15. Yes, that is correct, Tharn.
I got a question. Are these radiant or is this not
No,
radiant?
the smites are radiant.
Oh, well, those would have been halved.
All right, well, you got to remember that stuff.
Yeah. No, that's my fault. I'm
Um,
taking that. Don't worry.
So from the first attack, you take 10 points of slashing damage and 2 points of fire damage. And he's going to toss another
Real quick, what were those again? You said 10 and what?
10 slashing and 2 fire.
Okay.
And then he's going to toss a second level smite
Okay.
in there. So that's another 9 points of radiant damage.
That's not halved.
Are you resistant to radiant damage?
I am.
Then you would half that. So half of 9 is 4.
Okay.
And then from the second strike, you take another 8 slashing and 1 fire damage. And he's going to toss another first level smite in there for another 5. That's reduced to 2. And he kind of sees that that's not working as well now, so he kind of, as his bonus action, he stops, and you watch as he concentrates, as he's going to cast, he is going to cast on his weapon, was it Burning Smite? Is that the one that does fire damage? Right? What am I thinking?
Sounds really good.
Branding
I can't
smite.
remember. Branding Smite. No, that's radiant damage.
Oh, wrathful smite maybe.
Searing Smite?
Yeah,
Searing Smite, that's the one. Thank you.
Yeah, S.
There's a lot of smites.
Yes, there is.
I'd have been
lots.
faster with it, but I was muted. I kept
No
saying
worries.
it, and I was like, why isn't anyone listening to me?
So you watch, as the flaming sword, the fire rages a bit more as he settles back in and gets ready to receive any blows that you might throw his way. That ends his turn.
Okay, I will
You've
cast.
impressed me, Dragonborn.
Oh, well, that's good, because I'm kind of just pulling this all out of my ass. And then I will take the ring and cast the last Sanctuary.
Okay, so you cast Sanctuary first.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I will back up
He's
to right
Oh,
here.
okay. He's gonna try to make an attack of opportunity on you, so he has to make a Wisdom save. Yes.
Yes.
And that's against your DC, Fike, which is
16. Ooh.
so he succeeds.
And now
So
he's
he's gonna swing on you.
Okay.
It's a 20, so that's actually a 24 to hit.
Okay. That's
So you take another 14 slashing damage and another 5 fire damage, so 19 total. Whooshing, he backhand slashes at you as you go to move away.
okay. 37. And
Not so
I will
fast.
and then I will take that first level cure wounds in the ring as well.
at +4.
Okay. It's a D8 plus 4.
Okay, so get that out. D8 plus 4. Oh no, I gotta click it. There we go. Oh, thank you.
Damn.
There you go, 12 points of healing. As the ring flares again, whooshing, the energy washes over you. Wounds seal up a little bit. Does that end your turn?
Yes, it does. Action, bonus action. Yes, it does.
Alrighty. Sadi is going to moving down and around over to this side of you, making sure to give your spiritual guardian a wide berth. Does it have a... It's within 5 feet, right?
Let me double check. I actually think it's 10 feet.
Is it 10 feet?
It's 10 feet.
It's 10 feet?
It's also a concentration spell.
Oh.
It is.
Make a
Wait.
concentration check for me real quick.
I didn't put it in there as concentration, but yeah.
Yeah, and the distance is 15
Not saving
feet.
throw.
15.
Oh,
15 feet the guardian has a reach of?
Yes, it's everything within a 15-foot radius, and it's a
Are you
concentration
thinking
spell.
are you thinking of spiritual guardians? Or not, because there's guardian of faith and then there's spiritual guardians.
Oh, I thought he said he cast spirit guardians.
No.
Nope.
Guardian of faith.
Guardian of
yeah, it's not a concentration.
It's
Oh.
that's not concentration. Anyway, is it within 5 feet of the point, or is it 10 feet?
It says 10.
All right, so he needs to make a dex save, which he fails. Oh wait, hold on, that's wrong. There, which he still fails. So he takes 20 points of damage as the Guardian whooshing flares and strikes out at him with divine energy. He grimaces, but goes in and makes his 2 attacks against you.
Now, do I still have Sanctuary, even though he hit me?
You would still have
Okay.
Sanctuary, so he has to make a Wisdom save. Which he fails, so he can't attack.
He could choose to attack something else.
There's nothing else there for him to attack.
Yeah, you can't
Quit
attack
hitting
the
yourself.
Guardian. He
Yeah,
can't
no.
hit himself either.
He can't hurt an ally or himself.
He says, and he is going to instead use his action to take the dodge action. So he's takes a defensive stance behind his shield. Your turn.
I still have Sanctuary. I still have this free attack thing. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
Give me some extra hit points. Give me a second and I'll in chat. So, because I need to read it myself.
You watch as all this divine light comes and starts forming this spectral armor around Noxus. He and his Guardian of Faith almost appear as a beacon in the center of the arena.
So 5 times 5 is 25. 25. Perfect. All right. And that is an action. And, yeah,
You're just
I'm
kind
going
of
to stay right where I'm
standing
at.
there. Yeah, you just kind of stand there with your spear planted in the ground in front of you, kind of almost in a prayer-like stance. As this guy just kind of stares you down with this huge spectral guardian behind you, looming over you. Does that end your turn?
That was an action. I'm going to do my healing light again.
The divine light around you flares as healing energies flow through your body. I assume that ends your turn, yes?
That is correct. 59.
Alrighty, he is going to...
There's another 30 left.
He is going to slam his sword into the ground, and healing light flares across it, and he's going to dump several points of lay on hands into his body for his action. He's then going to look up at you, and he's going to move back to here.
Would he have to make a saving throw since he is moving away from it?
Yep, hold on.
Okay.
Well, he started his turn there, right? So that's... Or
Yeah.
is it ends his turn there? Spirit
Let me
Guardian.
s-
Guardian of
see if I-
Faith.
I think it's at the top. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I didn't put it in the chat. Let me see. Let me grab it real quick. I'll put it in there for you. Should be in the chat. For the first time. on the
And 10
turn.
feet of the Guardian. Yeah, alright. Alright, so he takes 10 points of damage as he jumps away.
Okay.
And turns and looks at you and kind of closes his eyes and concentrates. It's your turn.
Let's see. So yeah. Probably gonna have to just go for it. All right. I am. Is that a bonus action? Fight. Branding Smite, is that a bonus or is that an action?
That is a bonus action.
Okay. I will get, within the range, because it's 10 feet, right, for the spear?
Yeah, you have reach with the spear.
So, where I'm standing, or do I have to move closer?
From where you're standing, you can hit him, yes.
Okay, then I will
you'd
make
have to
it
move you back where you were before.
right
From
there.
there, you can hit him, yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will make 2 spear attacks. And if one hits, I will cast.
It's on the first
branding.
one that it hits. So you cast it on your weapon,
Yes.
and then the first one that hits, it does the damage, or it does the effect.
Okay. Okay. So then 1.
You lose
2.
Sanctuary, however.
Yep, I understand.
Alright, so the 16 and the 16 both miss. Shing, shing, they both get deflected off of his shield as you can hear him muttering a prayer under his breath.
And I still have a bonus action.
Come running
so...
forward, stab with the spear from a ways away, and they just bong, gong, bang off his shield.
And still having a bonus action, I don't have it. Oh, I do have a greater healing potion.
You don't have a bonus action, you cast Branding Smite.
Thank you for reminding me. So I will then back up again.
Okay. Back up, back towards your guardian. Alrighty. With that, Sadi is going to charge back in. He's going to make a dex save. Have you been keeping track about... he's done...
He's got 20 points. This is the last one
yeah.
if he fails.
Which he does, so he takes another 20 points of radiant damage as your guardian flares, strikes out at him, deals the damage, and then dissipates. As he takes the damage, he comes in swinging twice with his sword of judgment. That is a 24 to hit and a 25 to hit. On the first one, you take 8 points of slashing, 5 points of fire, and then an additional 5 points of fire damage from the Searing Smite.
Okay, so...
From the second strike, you take another 12 points of slashing and 6 points of fire. As he comes in, charging with a stab that goes into your thigh, and then pulls out in a big forearm slash that you're able to block with your spear, but the force of the blow is so much that it comes down and just gets through your armor a bit into your shoulder.
Okay.
As he pulls back and gets ready for your response.
Alrighty. So now that yes. Hold on. Armor of Agathis.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I just remembered that. If a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage, and it's at a 5th level, so does that mean he takes 25, or does he just take 5?
25.
Oh,
every time
at
he
a
hits
higher
you.
level. Yeah. Every time it hits me? Wow, yeah. Because I still had some left over when he hit me for the second time.
I believe it takes damage for every point of damage it takes off the armor, right? Until the
I thought it's
armor.
a full. I think it's the full damage as long as you have the armor. I don't know.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, both the temporary hit points and the whatever damage increase by 5 for each slot level above 1.
Yeah. So it's the full 25 as long as the armor is there.
And I had 7 left over when he hit me for the second.
All right, so he takes. So that's 50 points of damage he would have taken then, yeah?
Correct.
All right, so as the armor flares, he hits you with the second strike, and you kind of get knocked back, but the armor flared. You see as the flash subsides and you can see again, you can see him flying through the air until he lands on his back. And you watch as Clerics and Wizard teleports in, teleports him out as the crowd goes wild.
K.O.
You are cheered and praised for landing the winning blow.
That was with the fire from the armor of Agathis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to use like Thaumaturgy again to make the sound of a dragon roaring and spitting fire.
Fike's doing that
It's
already.
not too much taking it. Like yeah, like I don't know if it's too specific. Something that vaguely
Vaguely sounds like one.
We hear it really well.
Wait. Would that be a good idea?
Just
Come on.
I am Bahamut's
I did it.
champion, so...
But anyway, the crowd goes crazy as you are cheered. You kind of raise your spear up. You can see Fivin and Kima and Jesus Christ, what's her name? Topher. In their box, all standing and clapping approvingly. As you kind of soak it in for a moment before you are escorted back down into the locker room area.
Not gonna lie, I thought you had me there for a minute, and I totally was like, oh wait, I forgot about this.
How are you looking there?
You deleted my guy, so hang on.
Oh,
I
never
was
mind.
I was keeping track. I was at 42.
All right. So with that, you guys, Noxus and Biero, you guys each get a short rest.
Okay.
As Fike, you get paid out another 50 platinum pieces.
Thank you
As
very much.
Noxus wins you some more money, or wins you some money for the first time. The rest of you are in the box. Tharn, you have been provided with 3 rats on a stick. They've been made special for you. They took a little while. You get the sense
That's
that
too many. I only need the one.
I will eat the other one. Jesus Christ.
you know they're fresh.
Oh, now I've
they
lost
are
my appetite.
definitely fresh.
They were
It's
caught
an off-the-menu
downstairs.
item.
Rats on a stick is the new. That's the food that we invented. It could have been peanut butter or cotton candy. It had to be rats on a stick.
So
Yeah, as you guys are all sitting in the in your little box area, if there's any conversations you'd like to have.
I'm gonna roll some hit dice.
Okay.
Am I there, or am I like in?
No, you, Biero, you and Nox are down in the fighters area.
Okay.
It's not rolling? Oh, I see. Paladin.
So I'll just walk up to Nox and So it looks like you made it through and you're looking pretty good. Your new abilities must be quite impressive.
Yeah. That was pretty freaking cool. How is Bureau looking by the way I see him?
Let's pull up my character sheet.
6.
He's seen better days.
Oh.
He's not at full strength for sure.
Well, you think you're gonna survive this next one?
Well, I'll definitely survive it since this is all non-lethal stuff, but I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Well, hopefully it's me who takes you out. That'd be fun.
Better than somebody else, I suppose.
I saw you whip what's her name's ass.
Yeah, that felt better than I thought it would. And I think I don't know. I guess I feel validated a bit.
You should. I mean, I don't know all of what she did to you, but like, damn, must have been really good to tell her off, you know, and be like, I'm the one that took you out, so.
That actually felt great. I wonder if I should go talk to her. Maybe not right now.
Well, I mean, that's up to you, man. I think she stands now, or kind of, you know, licking her wounds, so. It is what it is, so.
Fair enough. And with that, I'll limp off to prepare.
As you go to turn to lip off, you see as one of the attendants comes up to you and says, your next match is coming up. Would you like to know who you're facing?
Sure. Certainly.
Well, Bureau, you're going to be fighting Trag.
That... Do I know who Trag is?
Yeah, he's the representative of Cord.
Well...
Cord. Yay!
He's that big half-orc barbarian.
the giant eggs, right?
Yeah, with that big-ass axe.
Well, this ought to be fun.
He's in the NPCs, you can see.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck, buddy.
He turns to you, Nox, and says, that means you'll be dealing with Ulfgar.
Oh, the dwarf? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see Ulfgar around?
Yeah, you saw him from before. He's in the NPC list as well.
Well, no, I mean, is he around the area?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
You should poison him. That'd be that's what Fike would do. What would Fike do? Fike would poison him.
I would cheat.
Such honorable fighter.
Rogue. Rogue.
Stab him with a poison dagger before the match, like in Gladiator.
Yeah.
You're fine, don't worry. You'll live.
I almost did that to Biro, but then I decided at the last minute not to do it.
Dude, that would have been such a dick move.
It would have been hilarious,
It
though.
was so great, though.
It would have been the
I think
greatest.
Bureau even would have been like, or maybe not Bureau.
It's a dick move, but I'm kind of impressed.
Is there anything going on up in the box?
And the pause in between the round, I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group. This opponent of Vieira's, she's the one from back in Whitestone, is she not?
Yeah, that's I think she cut her hair a little bit shorter, but yeah, that's
odd sight to see she is here. I'm surprised. I did not expect her to make her way to Iman as well become a champ at Temple. And face off against Yarrow.
Do you think she was eavesdropping on us?
Maybe? She that interested in us?
She's not interested in him.
I'll say.
Far stretch for a coincidence, it seems, I think, but what to make of her, I know not.
She's not a, I don't know, she might just be mean. Trying to humiliate Beer on a larger scale. And it all escalated. So it was, I guess, in front of his class, and then the party, and then here, maybe she's just trying to get him really downtrodden. But Beer won. That's what matters.
Or in bed. Cool.
What was that?
It was me being the pigeon.
Did you hear something?
Did you hear something?
Yeah, it's these crackling rats on a stick.
Yeah. Have we ever had a pigeon on a stick?
Yes. Yardbird, yeah.
Pigeon on a stick is slightly overrated.
Ah.
Too much fat for too little meat.
That I can see.
By the way, and I just whisper this to Shango, I kind of blacked out the whole introducing to this thing over here. We're really doing that, huh? All right.
Is this really happening?
Yeah.
Wait, what thing?
I'm pointing at the turtle sitting next to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, it appears so. I suppose on an honorable quest he is, yet pursues it in a unique fashion.
You're giving me a lot of people I need to be nice to.
As far as the concern comes to myself, I see not why I force you to be nice to him.
Does it make you happy if I'm not being mean?
If there's no reason to be mean, yes.
Then that's what I'll do. Where's that guy who's gonna take my money away from me? All the money I just made. All right.
I actually have a question, Bill. Am I 120 feet away from them? Or, like, it's 300 now, right?
From who?
From them.
us?
From them? Yeah, you're more than 120 feet away from him. Them. Oh, do you mean
The message bracelet.
oh, your bracelet? No, they're in range. I'd say they're within range for that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say what fights are coming up next and who me and Bureau are fighting, and just be like, hey, this is what's coming up next.
Yeah.
I think everybody's like, ooh.
As you guys all get that message, everyone except for Tharn,
Sorry, Tharn.
who's enjoying his rat on a stick.
Well, I wouldn't say enjoying it.
He's the typical crotchety
close as
old man that
yeah.
nothing makes happy.
As close
You
as
would
Tharn
feel-
can get to enjoying something.
It would feel a lot better if we had some cats up.
But as he sits there doing that, you guys hear that and look over at the prestidigitated scoreboard that's kind of like floating over the arena. As you can see the matches up that come up as Bureau versus Trag. He is a 25-1 underdog. Bureau is. And the Ulfgar versus Nox. Nox is a 2-1 favorite.
Oh, wow. you hear them odds, Flake?
What's up?
Did you hear those odds or no?
No.
Bureau's
You
25
didn't hear
to 1.
those odds?
Oh my
She's
god.
25 to 1. I'm still betting on Bureau. I know I'm going to lose.
Bureau is a 25 to 1 underdog.
Yeah, I'm betting on Bureau. Because I'm betting
Nox
with my
is a
heart.
2 to 1 favorite.
Damn it.
I'm actually looking pretty impressed as like Nox was the favorite on him. The
You
late
made,
performance he's had.
you made pretty short work of Sadi.
That was pretty funny.
I'm betting on.
How did you
I'm betting
realize?
50 platinum on Bureau to win.
Okay.
Unless I
Bureau's
get
up first.
unless I get bet against him.
Oh boy.
I don't want to.
You
I don't
wanna
want to bet. I don't want to bet on the other guy to win. I want to bet on Bureau to lose. If that makes any
So
sense.
you want to bet on the other guy to win?
You
No,
wanna
no,
bet against Bureau. So you're betting on Trag.
no. That's not what I said. I worded very specifically.
It is what you
That's
said.
the Fike I know.
So you're betting on Trag as a 25 to 1 favorite.
I'm betting on Bureau.
Okay. So you're betting on Bureau as a 25 to 1 underdog.
That's correct. With 50 platinum, just to be specific.
50 platinum, you got it. All right, Bureau.
We believe in you.
Bureau, you are introduced. As is Trag.
I will say a
Take,
quiet prayer to Bahamut.
Take a deep breath and I bow to the crowd.
The crowd is anxious, to say the least.
I'm conflicted as to who to cheer for.
As
Bahamut, please help my friend Bureau. Please.
Trag
please.
lifts his axe towards the Bahamut box, or the cord box, where you can see the Stormbreaker standing there with a big arms crossed, with a big grin across his face, as he kind of turns to you, Bureau, and kind of slams his axe against his chest a couple times, and it crackles with electrical energy. I need you to roll initiative.
All right. Before I do, I look for Arnalaro in the crowd and bow specifically to them. And then...
Don't forget your mother.
and my mother.
And mom.
She's
Hi,
like
Mom.
waving,
Frantically.
The sweetest mom.
All right, he has advantage because he is a barbarian on initiative, so he's going first. He slaps his chest, uses his bonus action to go into a rage.
And I should bring my
You should be
character
on. Yeah, you should be on the field.
Bjar's like, nope, not doing this.
Yep. Still in the cage. Call me when he leaves.
Nice, and he has just enough movement to get up to you. And he is going to swing at you twice with his storm axe. Oh wait, he doesn't have. Yeah, he does have advantage because he's using reckless attack.
Well, then he hits. And he hits again.
So from the first strike, you take 17 points of slashing damage and 8 points of lightning damage. And then on the backhand slash, you take another 17 points of slashing damage and another 8 points of thunder damage, because lightning before the thunder. As the axe, and you see sprays of blood from Bureau go across as he just roars in your face. That ends his turn, Bureau.
Yeah, that hurt.
Did it hurt?
That hurt a bit.
Those were some rough damage rolls.
Yeah, he rolled pretty good there on those damage rolls. Max damage on the weapon die for both of them,
Yeah.
and then max
And the lightning.
on the lightning for the first one.
I lean over to Shango. I'm about to lose money.
Okay,
What are you doing, Bureau?
So,
With your new token?
wobbling and shit. All right, go big or go home. I am going to drop a synaptic static.
Okay.
In such a way that it hits him but not me.
All right, so he has to make an intelligence save.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, intelligence not his best stat.
What?
I thought you were gonna say something different. Honestly, I was really.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a smart barbarian.
Yeah,
Bill
he's the
made
one
the
smart
brain
barbarian.
variant. I need to pick a new character now.
Oh, he did not have advantage, but so that's a 6.
Okay, so the damage plus minus a d6 on his attack rolls.
Alrighty.
And don't want to take an attack of opportunity, so I will sit there.
Alrighty, does that end your turn?
That does.
All right. He grabs his head and he's like, "Argh!" And he's gonna swing at you recklessly again. So his advantage. That's gonna miss. Even with his, I don't even need to roll the minus d6. So the first one, you're able to just dance out of the way as he's still kind of like swinging with one hand and grabbing his head with the other. This one, I mean, I
hit
can,
regardless.
yeah. So 28 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of slashing and another 4 points of thunder damage.
Down goes Bureau.
Oh. As you watch as Bureau falls to the ground. He is teleported out.
No.
Bureau, you instantly heal from your medevac cleric. Uh, 23 points of healing. As you reappear back in the competition area, Bureau, in the locker room, essentially. Nox, you watch as he appears there.
Whoa, shit!
Just sitting up conscious. You just watched as he fell and reappears back in the
Staging area.
staging area.
Oh.
Just tell him.
How you feeling, buddy? How you
Just tell
feeling?
him. Just tell him that he went out of bounds. Don't tell him he lost.
That guy hits hard.
Yeah, you're kind of ring. I was gonna say you went out of bounds, but you were in the middle of the ring.
I don't know what you're saying. I need to sit down.
Buddy, you are sitting down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to lie down.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Just pat him on the head.
The cleric drops another healing spell into you, feeling kind of bad. That's another 23 points of healing. As he dumps another third level cure wounds into you. Says, here we go.
Sorry, buddy.
Your concussion is healed.
I'm almost back to where I was when I started the fight.
Yeah.
Well, that was quick.
I do like a reserved like golf club kind of thing. It's like, yay, go Cord, but poor Bureau.
Oh, this is gonna be scary. I have no spells in that ring. Oh boy.
Alrighty. After the crowd dies down, Trag is brought back in. He comes over to you, Bureau, extends a hand and says, "Well fought."
I take his hand and shake it, and wish I could have given you a better competition, but you're quite impressive.
Don't worry. I understand that first bout was personal. You can tell a lot about people by how they fight one another.
I nod my head in respect. That's a very, very generous view of you. Thank you.
And he kind of slaps you on the back, probably a little bit harder than you would like, and
I fall
says,
down.
"Oh!" He picks you back up and says,
Sorry.
"I'll see you later at the feast."
I look forward to it.
And as he walks away, we're just seeing you in the ring.
He turns and looks at you and says, "It's a big talk for someone who hasn't beat his challenger yet."
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm looking forward to it.
He says, "I admire your confidence." As he walks off. And you are expected in the ring, Nox, as you are let out. As you are let out of the ring, you see entering from the opposite side of you, Ulfgar in his full dwarven plate, wielding that enormous dwarven maul with what looks like a bear mantle and cloak, bear skin mantle and cloak over his shoulders. As he lets out a dwarven "Rawr!" As he turns and looks at you and says, "I'm gonna show you what the all hammer's all about, boy." And he smacks his maul into the ground, leaving a small crater. As he looks at you, leaves it there, kind of like it stays where he hits it into the ground, the hammer, and spits into his hands, rubs them together, picks up the maul, and looks back at you.
Okay. Boy. Well, I hope you're ready, because this is gonna be fun.
Alrighty. I need an initiative roll, my good man.
Initiative. It's not great.
I bet 50 platinum on Nox to win.
You bet 50 platinum on Nox?
Yep.
Alright.
You're keeping track of your winnings, right? Because I'm not. I haven't put them in the bag of holding.
I'm keeping track of it.
Alright.
Okay.
You roll the exact same initiative. You have a +1 dex. He does not. That means you get to go first, Noxus.
Rinse and repeat. I'm gonna shoot 3 beams at him. Just quick succession, like quick draw, make draw. Just bam, bam, bam.
Alright.
1, 2.
Miss.
3.
Miss. 17 miss. You fire off all Eldritch Blast. He just stares at you as they ting ting ting, just like all deflect off his armor and smiles and he says, "Dwarven plate boy."
As he says that, I'm gonna go, oh fuck.
And just to remind the folks at home there, Will, the guy in the dwarven plate with the dwarven warhammer and the dwarven runes, what race is he again?
He's an elf.
He's an elf. Okay. I'm gonna wait for him to come to me. And I'm gonna do like my Spartan stand and just be like, oh fuck, this is gonna hurt. Because I don't got nothing to protect me at the moment. That's a bonus action, so here we go.
Alrighty. He is going to...
Oh boy.
Dwarven run.
Oh, you can only run 25 feet.
He's gonna use stone
God.
cutting.
It's like, oh, why am I so afraid?
He's going to dash as his action to get up to you. He is then going to action surge.
Ah, motherfucker!
And he is going to make 3 strikes at you with his commander's maul.
You sure? Because it looks just like a normal. You sure? You sure it's a commander's maul? I think it's just a normal, regular.
It's not a normal maul. It's dwarven.
Oh, that's right.
Dwarven.
It's just a dwarven.
The Dwarven commanders.
Yeah,
Dwarven commander.
You are
the
douchebag.
the elf is using a dwarven maul.
It has a crank on it that he cranks it before he uses it.
And he is going to... Alright, so here you go.
Well, at least he's not
26 to
gonna-
hit.
At least he's not going to use it on me later.
26 to hit.
My pinky toe ring of protection. Yeah, it hit.
Alright, so he's going to make that a trip attack. He's going to expend a superiority die.
Asshole.
So first I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I have high strength. Strength saving. Here it is.
You get knocked back 5 feet, and he can follow you that 5 feet. And then I need you to make another strength saving throw. As you are knocked prone, you
No
also
worries.
take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, plus another 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
So 16.
He's then going to make his next 2 attacks against you with advantage because you are prone. So 26 and a natural 20.
Ooh.
That 20 becomes a regular double damage.
So
While
you take...
prone, can he still be knocked back 5 feet further into the earth each time?
He just gets pounded down.
No. Emotionally, yes. So you take 13 points of bludgeoning from the first attack. And you take... Oh, wow, that's pretty shitty. Just 11 points of bludgeoning from the from the second attack.
Yeah, that's not doubled, correct?
No, that would have been... The 5 would have been the crit extra damage.
Okay. Cool.
But he has his armor too.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
why
saying,
it's
so
not
That's why I was
doubled.
only 11 instead of 16.
Okay.
So that ends his turn, and it's your turn.
Why does everything have to be a fucking action?
I saw the
Actually,
smile
funny.
crawl across Mark's face there. Like, I understand the struggle, baby.
Like, I have no bonus actions.
Tell me about it.
Alright, you know what? Piss him off. Boy, I hope this really works. 'Cause it doesn't. Fuck. I'm gonna cast fly on my... And I'm gonna fly straight up.
Okay. So do you want to stand first? Or do you want to...
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if I stand, it doesn't reduce my fly speed, correct? Because my fly speed's different than my walking speed.
Yes.
It
So
would
it
still
doesn't-
use half your speed.
It would still use half
Yeah.
your speed, yeah.
Yeah, you can use.
well, then I'll just lay there, and then I'll fly up. Can I do that?
All right, so he's going to make an attack, opportunity attack against you. as you go
flying.
to fly away.
I mean,
What's flying work while laying down?
I mean it's
And
the
because
best
you're
thing I
prone, he
can do
has
at the moment.
advantage on the attack. Is why I'm asking.
All right. I'll stand up. I'll
Alright.
fly 30 feet.
So you stand up using half of your 30 feet of movement speed. So you now have 15 feet of movement. So you cast fly on yourself. You still have 15 feet of movement. So you can fly straight up 15 feet if you want.
The target gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration.
Yes, but you've already used half of your movement for standing.
So I wouldn't get 30 feet.
So you can't add the extra 60 feet on top of it, right? So you can still fly and get out of his range 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. He's like, once you get like 8 feet in the air, he can't touch you.
But he's going to get an opportunity attack against you, regardless.
That's fine.
All right. So you go to fly 15 feet up in the air. He's going to swing at you with his commander's maul without advantage because you're not prone. It's a 22 to hit.
Beep.
And he has the sentinel feat. So you're not going anywhere.
Of course.
And you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a concentration check. Where do you think you're going, boyo?
Oh, that's a saving throw.
You
Right.
you maintain concentration on fly. It is your turn, or it is still
Your turn.
No, it's my turn. Yeah, well, I mean, you have a bonus action if you want to do something like that, but.
Yeah, I'll drink my greater healing potion.
All right, you yank out a greater healing potion, chug it down, roll 4d4 plus 4. You must be out of potions.
Yeah, that's my last one. D plus 4.
12. You get 12 points of healing, as he's going to unload 3 attacks against you.
That's why I drank it. Hopefully I can stay up.
Ulfgar swings Commander's Maul. It's a 17 to hit.
That is my armor class.
All right, that hits. So you take another 14 points of bludgeoning damage. He's going to make that another trip attack. So I need you to make a strength save. And take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage. However, he does not knock you prone. He's going to make his second attack here. $18 to hit.
Yep.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And his final strike. Oops, wrong button. A 21 to hit for another 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That ends his turn. Your turn.
Fly did not work. If I were to cast Wall of Fire in between us and have the damage on his side, can I do that? And it not hurt me?
I mean, you'd essentially be casting it on him, but yeah.
Alright. Oh. Can I make it as a circle around him, starting like right here? This is and it goes circle around him.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. He needs to make a dexterity save.
Here, I'll throw it up in chat for
Which he fails. Go ahead and roll damage. 16 points of fire damage. The firewall emerges from the ground, flaring up as he gets immolated, and he's, oh, my beard! And he starts trying to pat it down. It's your action.
Off my elf beard!
The elf beard.
Elves grow beards now. Now I will fly 60 feet, like from. So that's 5, 10, so
All right,
10 back.
He's gonna swing
and-
at you.
Yeah.
His beard is like 3 hairs.
Natural 1 misses. Woof.
Oh, thank you. Would the wall of fire helped me at all?
No. You missed.
Okay.
What do you want?
No, I'm personally asking for future. That's,
Oh, okay.
and I will. So I
What
move
else you want?
10
You
feet
rolled a
back.
natural one.
Yeah.
So wait. So that was 5. So 10. I'm gonna fly 15 feet up in
Okay.
the air. No. I'll fly 30 feet up in the air. 10. Yeah, I have that many.
All right. So you go, you just back up, and then up, as you're floating there, holding your spear and your shield, as those spectral dragon wings appear out your back.
So that was my action, and I have both of those.
Actually, Wall of Fire is
Yeah.
concentration, so you would not have fly anymore.
Oh, then I'll just move that back. No
Okay,
worries.
yeah. So the fire flares, your wings dissipate as you take a few steps back. That ends your turn.
I will use the last 3 healing light on myself. 1, 2, 3. That's set up 4. Right? Yeah, that's set up 4, so it's just 4d6. So it's 3d6 now. $3d6 roll.
There you go. So you have 13 points of healing back.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, so the start of Gar's turn, he needs to make another dex save. Which I believe he succeeds, yes?
Yeah.
So roll damage, he takes half. As he goes, ah! Swallow of Fire ain't gonna stop this dwarven warrior boy. Because he's a dwarf, Mark.
That was good damage too.
He takes half of that, so he takes 16 points of fire damage as he comes charging out towards you.
Yeah, fine, he lost.
And he's gonna swing with his maul.
Do not fucking lose!
There's no way he's gonna kill me if he hits. Just the way that
19
the
to hit?
numbers work. Yeah, it hits. The way the numbers work, he's gonna beat me.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And a natural 20. Which is negated because of your armor,
Mm-hmm.
right? So another 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Still up? Okay. Oof. Boof, boof, boof. You just take blow after blow. How rough are you looking? All right. It is your turn. He's smiling this big, toothy grin. You can see through his beard.
Un momento, por favor. I don't think you're gonna let me do this. Um,
Don't know until you ask.
I want to... So this is what I'm thinking, and I know it's probably not going to work, so that's why I'm going to ask. I want to take my pointer finger, and I want to just be like, hey, watch what I can do. And I'm going to cast light, and I want to try and blind him, and hopefully give him disadvantage so I can move away.
The cantrip light?
I don't know. Does that work?
That's what I'm asking. You would want to use the cantrip light?
Yeah, kind of like a solar flare from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, okay, so never
it's
mind.
It's like a torch light.
Never
is what it
mind.
gives off. Yeah.
So
It's like that
I'm
little
just...
light that Gandalf has in his staff in Lord of the Rings. That's what the light cantrip is.
pretty damn bright. Anyways, I'm going to I'm kind of gonna look at him. I'm gonna spit blood on his feet and be like, well, that fucking sucks. And I'm gonna stab him.
With your spear,
Yeah.
make your attack.
1, 2.
The natural one definitely doesn't miss as he deflects and parries it away. You try to come back with a second strike, and it just deflects off his armor, just barely missing.
Yeah. All I got.
All right. He's gonna smile and says, "Not bad though, Dragonborn. Not bad." As he swings. Commander's Maul. I'm assuming that hits for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
20? No, 20 doesn't hit. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Still.
that's it.
Goosh, goosh, goosh. You guys watch as Noxus gets knocked through the air. Time kind of slows down for you, Nox. As you hear a voice in the back of your head and that says, "You fought bravely."
Sean Connery? In that
But
moment,
a
I'll
true
be like,
champion is not judged by how he gets back down, by how he gets knocked down, but by how he gets back up again. And you land on the sands. The crowd kind of the silence comes over the arena for a second before it erupts as as Ulfgar turns towards the crowd, lifting his maul in the air. Rah! The wall of fire dissipates as you are blinked out of the tournament Nox and are instantly healed. "21 points of healing."
well, I have 21 points of hit points.
There you go.
Because, yeah, I was at 1.
As you guys get as you come to consciousness again, Bureau in the same room as Bureau, as you look over and see him sitting there, you can hear the cheers from the crowd outside.
You lasted longer than I did, and sounds like you put on a good show.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. That really hurt. Can we go home now?
I am home.
No. No. Not. No. I'm just gonna lay here. I'm gonna lay here and I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm just gonna take a nap.
I'll play a song for him. A lullaby.
All right. Play a song of rest as the two of you relax. As the final bout is planned, I'm going to take a 30-second bathroom break. and come right back. And we will come back to you guys having been escorted back up to the box that the rest of your party is in after having been eliminated from the singles competition. You rejoin your party as you guys turn and look over as they enter your seating area.
Go pee, Bill.
I'm gonna go pee.
Quick
31.
quick bookkeeping thing. I noticed in the party funds, I think the 16,000 gold have been added because we're at.
It has.
Yeah. Okay, but then
I
there's
did.
another note
I did have
underneath.
that.
Yeah, there's just another note underneath for another 16,000 winnings.
Yeah, if
So-
you've already had, I put the note about the winnings.
Okay,
last week or
gotcha.
the week before, so
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
someone's
So
already added anything.
yeah. So in the 1,700 platinum, that already contains the winnings from the brawl.
That's the 16.
Okay.
That's the 16,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm
Is
just
that,
going to delete
is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 1780 platinum is the 16,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that because we were pretty much broke before that.
Yeah, we had like 108 platinum.
Exactly. So then, the 16,000 gold is 1,600 platinum.
I have to change
Fixing
that
numbers.
greater healing potion to Nox. So Nox no longer has that greater healing potion because he just used it.
Yeah, take that out. I think a couple other people also used some.
Yeah. The superior
Looks-
healings are gone. Superiors are gone because both of them used
Yeah,
theirs.
both those are gone.
Okay, yeah, then
All
good
right.
to take those out. Make sure we keep things track on.
Yep. I think we got so far everything's good. The regular healing potions, I don't
think anyone.
any.
I don't think anyone took a regular one. I think they were all the bigger ones.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have a greater healing potion you haven't used, good. But if you have, make sure you put it in there that you used it.
Alrighty. As you guys are led up into the box with the rest of your party, they all look up at you.
Not quite the finish.
Right. Brave fight. Both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, we just got told by some council member that we got like this giant beast on the outside of the city we got to go fight. So let's go. Come on.
All right, see you tomorrow.
I look at
Deep
Fike.
breath, let's go.
I look at Fike and I just like, I love you, Fike, but fuck you.
It's fair. How bad do like both of them look?
Walk it off. Walk it off.
They look like they just got their asses kicked by a couple of champions in the Gods Brawl.
All right, I'll give 3 points of lay on hands to Nox and 2 to Biro
Okay.
because I don't play favorites.
Oh, I have that. I can use 5 points of that for myself as well.
Yeah, something you got.
So I got 8. Awesome.
There you go.
39.
Do you all want a potion?
Let's save it unless we somehow
Yeah,
get into another fight.
There's no there's no reason we're gonna get in the fight. Oh wait, that was a short rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
then
you
I
had
got my
any,
spells back.
if you had any
I had 2
hit dice
left.
left,
I had 1 left.
hit dice left, you could have used them.
Yeah, I had 1 left. So.
I look at them when they walk up and I say,
You should have kept your elbow up.
My elbow.
Stab with
Remember
the
that
hip.
for next time.
With the hip.
Stab with my hip. My hip.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
And,
find it.
I'll say to Fike, thanks for the good luck charm. At least got me through one fight, and I will toss him his amulet back.
Oh yeah, and I will take the ring off and I will put it on his finger. And
We're
I will
married.
say-
We're married
Yeah,
now.
don't-
We're married now. We're
Yeah,
married now.
Canon.
We're married now. We're married now.
I will look at him
Cleric,
and
I
be like,
sanctioned this.
I'll be like, wait, what? No.
You've made me the happiest boy in the world, Nox.
Motherfucker. Gosh damn it.
Yeah.
I take the holy symbol back, and I just kind of look at Bear on his. I just give him a slight nod, and then I put it back on. And I think there's one more fight, right? There should be one more fight.
I mean, we can't
Yes.
watch it.
I
Unless you
certainly
guys
will.
Let's watch. Oh God, I almost said that out loud. Let's watch Bill fight these two characters. I almost said something completely different that would have got us kicked off Twitch.
Well,
disgusting.
as you guys watch the scoreboard, the illusory scoreboard, it right before the fight begins, the odds get thrown up that Tharn or Trag is a 2-1 favorite.
So what do you guys think? You guys want to bet on Trag, Cord, and all that?
Trag hits really hard.
But so does what's his name? That guy's smart. Like, yo, he was smart, really smart. I don't know why, but he was just really.
Yeah, I'm betting on the. I'm betting on that ugly elf over there.
Wait,
The dwarf.
you mean
It
the orc?
it was a joke because we were going. You know, that's the ugliest. Yeah. So the dwarf.
Well, I'm gonna put
I forget it's not funny unless you have context.
I'll put 10 on Trag.
10 platinum?
on Trag. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting 50 on the dwarf.
You put 50 on Ulfgar.
I'll put 10 on Trag too.
All right, 10 platinum on Trag.
Out of character, I think we are like the super rich, pompous people at casinos because like 10 platinum for the average person is like a lifetime saving. And you're like, yeah, just throw that out there.
That means I've lost.
Adventuring is a profitable but dangerous.
That means I've lost 10 people's lifetimes of savings
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a matter of like 3 hours.
Yeah.
All right,
like,
so
oh,
I
gamble
got-
is the way.
I got 10 platinum on Trag, 50 platinum on the dwarf, 10 platinum on the Trag. Is there anybody else who wants in?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Same as
Alrighty.
Wait, what? The same as what?
The same as yours.
10 on
Okay.
Trag. Alrighty. The
Yeah.
fight begins, if that's the last of the bets. The fight begins as Trag and Ulfgar come running towards each other. Ulfgar gets a couple of quick jabs in with his hammer, but you can watch as Trag goes into a rage and with 2 big whack gets the upper hand in the fight early. However, as the fight goes on, you watch that same trip move that he used on you, Noxus. He's able to get Trag on the ground, and you just throws a flurry of blows with him on the ground, unleashing another action surge as he just unleashes 5 more strikes after the first as he has Trag on the ground as the Trag is finally able to get back up. He looks pretty hurt from the whole experience though. As the fight evens out. However, as the fight carries on, Ulfgar lands one more huge uppercut with the maul, sending Trag flying back into the air. You think that he's going to be knocked unconscious, but he pulls from somewhere the urge to continue fighting on, jumps up and with a flurry of blows, of strikes, of rage and fury, he is able to knock Ulfgar to the ground and claim victory in the God's Brawl as he lets out a mighty cheer and roar as Ulfgar is teleported out of the arena as the stadium erupts in enormous just pandemonium and cheers that are going on. Cracks of thunder and lightning appear as the chord section sets off a display in the sky of storm and immediately over the stadium to
Yeah, I got one lightning bolt left to throw in there.
yeah, like,
Just like up in the sky, like.
yeah, it joins the rest of the energy streaking in the sky as the core.
Not really necessary.
I could have the
Yes.
I could have the thunder wave, but I don't think anybody's gonna like it.
Yeah,
The guards attack you immediately.
yeah.
You kill
They participated in the
50
Godfall,
people
they
around
were
you.
Never heard from again. It's strange.
Yeah, it's so odd.
Uh,
So 50 people next to
the
you.
stadium over the next couple of minutes finally dies down. Announcements are given, the champions, and as night has already fallen, the arena begins to empty as the city begins to head home for the evening. However, there are a select few, including you all, that are invited to a banquet in the Cloud Top district.
We shall go.
Should you wish to attend.
No, I need to tidy up real quick.
Well, it's
Yeah.
about time.
Oh, he's still here. Hi. Yes. Holy cow. I didn't notice you. there.
Marvelous display of honor for the Stonelord this has been.
My head hurts. Hey, Fike, you got any aspirin?
No, I only have illicit drugs.
Should we?
Do I have any illicit drugs? No, I do not. I have
No,
regular...
you should have food. I thought you
No.
had
I thought you
food.
used that. So
I
think
used
you
that when
used
I
it.
when I lost my hand.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Get it.
I have regular tobacco.
You are in the mall after all, one of the biggest cities.
Oh, hey, what was the winnings?
For your bets,
Yeah.
you won 5 platinum because you were the favorite. So you bet 10, you won 5.
So 15, 30, 45. So we won 45. We only lost 5 gold, guys. Not a bad thing.
Nope, we lost way more than that today. But it was worth
So-
it because you always bet on the underdog.
So
you guys-
did you?
Cortana, Cortana pipes up and says, "Shouldest we return to the Greyskull Embassy so we can clean up for tonight's festivities?"
I think that was a great idea, Cortanus.
You just
have to
treat
think-
Des.
We do have to go
Sufficient.
there to pick up our winnings.
Yes,
You-
let's go do
sufficient.
that.
Sufficient time there is?
I believe that's what they said.
Marvelous. I made it my word for tonight.
Yeah, at least we need to dress up a little bit and look a little less. I kind of look around at everybody in armor. Presentable. Not all of you are
What?
as fashionable as me.
I'll kind of just put my arms up and be like,
What? Not fashionable?
No.
So
To the keep!
All right, you guys montage your way through the city. You do that, anyone who's ever been to an event as it's letting out, how you guys kind of slowly sneak your way out through the streets of Amman and to Greyskull Embassy, where you are provided with, baths and clean clothes and whatever else you'd like to do to refresh yourself before heading to the Cloud Top District.
who's
Thorn
gonna
does
do?
nothing.
Of course.
Well, I'll do gym, 10, and laundry.
I'm going to... I will say
Yeah,
that...
why are you washing your tunics right now?
Oh, that's
Cam's
terrible.
here.
Oh, God. You people.
How dare you?
Yeah, for the love of God. We try to repress that memory a lot, and you just brought it up, which makes you terrible, terrible human beings. I think Cortana should use her prestidigitation spray on Tam.
Yeah, she uses her prestidigitation spray on whoever requests it.
Needs it.
I will cast it like every time just to make sure I am spot and clean, so she doesn't have to waste it on me.
Okay. Is
I'm
there
just gonna
any thing you guys like to do before heading to the Cloud Top?
Short rest. Oh, wait. that won't do me any good.
Me either.
Oh, big. Oh.
You sure you want to go, or do you want to stay and take a long rest?
If Bureau's still crying,
we're
about
gonna
him being hurt.
We're gonna miss it. So no, let's just go.
Let's just go.
All right.
Yeah. Nox and Bureau are just like, let's just go.
I find Bureau because he's real hurt, and I cast a second level Cure Wounds on him.
Those wounds are deep.
Thanks.
Cure Wounds. Samat. You take lots of healing. And then
Feel the love.
That helps.
and I would like to use Sleight of Hand while I'm healing his wounds.
Okay.
And I would like to put the 50 platinum that I have left from my bettings into his possession.
Make a sleight of hand check, and Bureau make a perception check. Ooh. Yeah. Where on this person would you like to put it for him to find at a later date?
It's a little bag, and I've just tied it off, and there's a little note inside, and I just tie it off onto his belt when I'm like,
Okay.
make sure
he has no idea.
Yep. So Bureau, if you don't mind, just add 50 platinum to your inventory, just so you don't forget, so you don't just lose this money.
Thank you.
He has no idea.
You'll find it when you get naked later. Or changed, or whatever normal people do. You don't sleep in your armor. And
He
then
literally put it in his front pocket.
I could have with that. And then I kind of just give him a good tap on the cheek, and I go, I'm real proud of you. And then I flick my shoulders forward, and I just have this very prismatic, rainbows-esque robe. That's all flowy, because my robe of many fashions. Yeah. No. Gilmore is very purple, and he has his own fabulous colors, but...
You're more of an autumn
Yeah.
palette,
Exactly.
whereas Gilmore is more of a winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
ooh, I guessed right. I know fashion.
So you guys, is there anything else
yeah.
you guys like to do before you head off to the Cloud Top District?
Just on the way there. I don't know if anyone else has anything.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So just on the way there, so I'm talking. Piero, please do tell this Umara a habit of following you she has, or surprised I was to see her here.
I was quite surprised myself until we run across each other in Whitestone. I hadn't seen her in, I think, years. I don't know why she keeps appearing lately.
Well, in my experience, it's because they like you.
I guess
If-
that
if-
remains to be seen. She's,
If so, an odd way of showing that she has.
You stole the words right out of my mouth. I would think she would know better than to do some of the things she's done in the past to try to gain my attention.
Well, this time you swept her off her feet.
Yeah, literally.
Indeed.
I guess that's a true thing. So
You're more like you knocked your feet out from under her, but yeah, I guess the concept would be the same. But yes, it was very impressive. And Fike has
So,
a very shitty grin on.
So Bureau, just for shits and giggles, we're just talking, like guys, and of course, just the family. Let's say she does like you that way. They be reciprocated at all? Huh?
Well,
I'm silent for a very long moment, and then I'll finally say, there certainly was a time, but now I just don't know. But This may all be a moot point.
Well, I mean, I don't want to push you, so yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Who knows what the future holds, my friends? I am a bard.
More glory.
Probably a divination wizard.
Wait, you're a divination wizard?
What?
A fair point that is.
No. That they know they've seen glimpses of the future.
Fine, if you would like
Oh,
to seek
I
out
get it.
one. If you would like to seek out the divination wizard, I'm sure you can find one right now in the city.
I like this guy.
It's just what we
Time to
needed.
seek out a divination wizard. I'm to finally meet with this cursed council.
Exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
Comic relief.
Yeah, how are we gonna do this, guys?
I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to
Going to what?
go get some food and I'm gonna party.
Is it?
Unless we're meeting the council.
It's Tom. Is it Thom? What is it?
What? Me?
Yes, you.
Call me what you will.
All right, Shelly.
Okay, Will. Just said his name was Will.
Oh,
The
okay.
name is unimportant as long as the person knows that that's who you're referring to.
Suppressing aneurysm. Would you like our assistance in convincing people to help you on whatever mission that you foresee to be the best path? Because some of us are slightly more persuasive than you might be.
Well, what I do is a good and necessary thing. If you wish to assist, I of course would be open to having you along. Yes,
Okay, good.
I know that we teamed up for this waste of time so that we might actually get to see the council. Now that we have the opportunity, I see no reason why we shouldn't as well join together. I imagine they would want us there together nonetheless. So aid is always appreciated, as it is aid which I am rendering right now.
It is still the day of challenging today, and you continue to take the name of the store lord and just drag it all across the ground.
Day of challenging.
If a lightning were
God.
to,
Oh, God.
if a lightning were to,
Beating up other sacks of
Your
wood,
God is a
there's no
bitch!
purpose in it.
if a lightning were to strike you tonight, don't look for any surprises or help.
Do you think this is the first time I've been struck by lightning?
Oh God, this guy has.
Might be that's the last.
I'll have you know I've been struck by lightning. 12 more times than you could count, young man. I've spent centuries being struck by lightning. If this is a wild mother's will, then so be it.
Walking uphill both ways.
15 miles through the snow.
I'm just looking. I was like, why am I not surprised that he like constantly gets hit?
I will walk up to Fike and I will look at and I'll like whisper in his ear like,
Tharn, take
this guy.
inspiration.
Yes, sir.
who found this guy again?
And would this to be me, Cortanus? So she usually raises her hand.
Cortanus, you're fired from recruitment. I love you and everything, but you're fired.
Fair enough.
Everybody gets one. Let's just stay at that. That's Cortanus's one.
At this point, you guys arrive outside the palace, as
Thank
the Cloud Top
God.
District is actually quite beautiful. All the relatively new architecture and buildings have, almost like on Chinese New Year, there's all those paper lanterns strung from rooftop to rooftop, and the city at night is lit up with this rainbow of these colored paper lanterns that kind of light up the entire district. You guys are brought into the courtyard of the main palace, and there are several people here into what amounts to, for lack of a better term, a cocktail party. There are what look to be several people dressed in highborn outfits, others in ceremonial uniforms and armors. Um, there are servants walking around handing out drinks and food, as several people appear to mingle with one another. As you look around the room, you can be disperse as you wish.
Are there like waiters walking around with like plates of hors d'oeuvres and stuff?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. As one walks up and offers it to me, I go, "Thank you," and I take the plate.
He kind of like double, like lets you take it, but kind of like double, like more as in like is so shocked that that's what you're doing, he doesn't like know to stop you, and kind of locks eyes with someone else who just kind of gives him like the just let it happen kind of look.
I hold the plate in front of me, and I like turtle style, like my neck gets real long and my face goes down into the plate, and I take like one thing off of it and bring it back up and eat it. like with my tongue, just like
Yep. He's gonna walks off to go get a new tray of food.
I'm a little surprised at how long his neck is, but then just shake my head and walk away.
I am going to get a glass of red wine, and then I am going to network. So, excuse me.
You grab a glass of red wine, and it's more of a sweet winter wine that has flavor of plum.
Oh, Father Vander Flyke, pleasure to meet you. Father Vander Flyke, pleasure to meet you. If anyone looks extra interesting, I walk up to them and talk to them.
Make a perception check.
That's gonna go well. Perceptione, boom, boom.
8. You catch a couple people that you recognize. You recognize, because it's kind of hard to miss, that guy who referred to himself as Arbiter Brom Goldhand because of that platinum mask that he wears. He seems to be in conversation with 2 people. He seems to be in conversation with that one Dragonborn lady that Nox has been hanging out with and talking about, and another woman with whitening blonde hair and 2 thick braids that come down around her shoulders to the front of her, wearing blue trimmed with sky blue robes with these circular bifocals that kind of sit at the end of her nose. Standing next to her, you recognize that halfling that Noxus has been hanging out with, who is sitting there pounding a beer stein that's like the size of her head.
I would like to go over to Lady Kima and say hello.
Hold on.
There's more.
That's who you see, Fike.
Cool. But wait.
I mean, I'll probably head over there and chat and be social.
Nox, is you heading over there with Fike?
Yep.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
I will do some light socializing, and being somewhat exhausted, I'll find a chair to sit in and kind of lightly play a tune on my lute.
Oh, he's the Wonderwall guy. God.
You're gonna hang out with Bureau, Sayo?
Yeah.
All right. Make a perception check of your own, Bureau, as you kind of look around the room. 8. You recognize the same people that you've known from before.
I recognize Sayo.
You recognize Sayo. You also notice, just because he's not particularly hiding in this environment, and you know him, you also notice Master Seeker Asum is there.
I'll just nod respectfully at him.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a performance check as you play your lute. 13. You're kind of sore, and your hands start to cramp up after a little while, but the tune is pleasant, and you get a couple of small claps when you finish.
Weren't you supposed to put a hat down before you do that, man?
DM,
Yes.
I am standing in the middle of the room, like in the most obtrusive place possible, with my giant shell knocking into people as I turn, and I'm just I'm just looking at well-dressed people around me, going, "Are you one of the council members? Where are the council members?"
Well, some people say, well, there's some over there and some over there, and
Where?
they point you over towards where you can see Noxus and Fike are heading.
I walk over that way.
All right.
Or I'll turn to Bureau and be like, I'm glad I'm not over there.
He's interesting, isn't he?
I wonder how he would have fared up against y'all.
Fike, Noxus, you get over to the group first. Short follow, and you kind of almost arrive at the same time as Tharn as he comes over. And Kima looks up and says, "Hey, kid. Good job today.
Kima.
You did well."
Oh, thanks. I was a little nervous to come over here, but, it's you, so I can't not come say hi, so.
Hey, you gave it your best effort, didn't you?
Yes, he did. And he did a very good job.
Yeah,
And I look a little bit too lovingly at Nox, then I snap back.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks.
Oh, so and then you hear you see the woman with the braided hair and the blue dress says, "Oh, Kima, is this the one that you've been telling me about?"
Oh,
You've been talking about me?
She said, well, yeah, she, was wondering where I'd been, so I told her I was training some knucklehead.
Oh, yeah, I'm that knucklehead. Yeah.
Oh, you put on quite the performance today at the Gods Brawl. My name is Arcanist Alora Vysoren. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I go to shake her hand, and I was there when he said the name, right, Fike?
Yep, you were there.
And when I shake her hand, I was like, it's nice to... Can you say your name one more time, please?
Oh, Arcanist Alora Vysoren. I am
Right.
the Master of Arcana here on the Taldore Council.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really nice.
Perhaps you've
It's
seen
really-
that white tower in the Cloud Top district. That's mine.
Oh, it's a very lovely tower.
Nox,
that you
let
have.
go of her hand.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you are...
Vander Fike. Father Vander Fike.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I see you follow the Everlight. I am familiar with others who follow her light and have done great works in the world.
Well, that's great to hear. There's not many of us, but glad to hear that.
Quality over quantity, I say.
Indeed.
Quick question. I'm not within earshot, right? Because I'm looking for Trag and the Stormlord people.
You are not within earshot at the moment yet, no.
Yeah. Okay.
And you are, and she looks over at you, Tharn.
I am looking for the count. I was pointed over here. I have no idea if this is the correct place. I'm looking for the council.
Well, you've found most of them.
Uh-oh.
I turn to Nox and Fike.
You're on the council? Why didn't you say something earlier?
No.
No, I didn't know
I
that.
was referring to myself. Well, my name, as I said, is Arcanist Alora Vysoren. I am the
And
master.
you're most of the council?
No. Well, we also have Master of Law Arbiter Brom Goldhand here, as she indicates towards the man with the mask.
I met him earlier. He could have helped me then.
We also have Master of Defense here, Topha Bratoris.
Master of
Paladin of the
Defense,
Platinum.
such as you mean as in the one that might oversee Fort Daxio?
Well, no, she works closely with General Daxio, who oversees
That
things.
would make much sense. Well,
Yes.
with him being Daxio and that being Fort Daxio, who named a fort after the... That's not the point. The point is, you need to act now.
I'm pretty sure dinner isn't served for another hour, but
Posh dinner. I cannot imagine everyone having plates of food this evening. Some serious issue going on in the...
Ah, shit. What's the name of the podcast?
I would pay 1,000 gold right now for a silent spell.
Offending cash.
at this point, Topher pipes up and she says, "He is not wrong." But, yes, he is not wrong. There is this...
I am not wrong. He is right that I am wrong.
There has been an issue with trade from Craghammer. Something to do with some stone giants and bullets, but Daxio will be handling it. Worry not.
That is the problem, that your Daxio would be handling it.
The
How
problem...
dare, sir, the forces of Daxio attempt to wipe out and stop and defile and destroy the giant tribes, the gentle giant tribes, simply trying to herd their bullets.
Gentle. From what I understand, there have already been several skirmishes.
Well, then you don't understand much, do you?
She watches her nostrils kind of snort as she kind of looks at you with this like, the fuck do you think you are?
Which way does a dragon's breath go? Is it a cone on this one? Is it a line?
Wait, yeah, what color is she? What color is she?
She's a silver scale dragonborn, I believe.
Yeah, I tell him, yeah, you 15.
She doesn't unleash her cone breath, but she says, "As I said, yes, the trade routes have been disrupted by this bullet incursion, but the soldiers from Fort Daxio have been dispatched to handle it."
That's the problem.
Well-
They would go and wipe out these bullets. Do you not realize that they are a necessary part of the giant tribe's way of life? They're a bullet herder.
Thumb, may I?
This is their food source. This is their needs to grow their herd.
Do I see this going?
May I?
At this point, Biero, make a perception check.
He's causing a ruckus.
Can he get advantage because of the ruckus?
Yeah, you notice, first thing you notice is Fike making eyes at you like, please help me with this situation.
Please, help. Please. The one time I need you,
As
please.
Fike is kind of like standing there with his hands out and stuff like this. Brahm goes, "Well, what would you have us do? Trade has been disrupted and they have refused to move."
Toss your trade. What? Disrupted? You have to wait an extra 2 weeks to get your trinkets and your whatnots and your jibber jabbers?
I wander over.
And your whatchamacallits? And your hoozle wuzzles?
Your sock hops and your poodle skirts and your hula hoops are not for hula hoops.
Fike, what's a poodle herder?
No.
If I may, I think what our recently found compatriot here means to say is that if the soldiers of Fort Daxio were to let the situation resolve itself, his experience with the giants would say that it would resolve itself soon enough without any risk of any having to get hurt in the process.
Precisely. I don't know if you know this, not young lady, but the giants, the giants were there, and the bullet herds were there long before your Daxio and his fort plunked themselves down into the wilds.
Be that as it may, I think if if the soldiers can avoid getting hurt and the situation goes away on its own, it would be best for everyone, right?
Well, that's the problem. The situation's not going away on its own. Perhaps Master Thon, was it? You hear Alora say, as she kind of steps out to calm the emotions of her colleagues, who you can see are visibly frustrated at this point, visibly annoyed. And she says, Master Thon, was it? Perhaps you would be so generous as to assist us with this issue.
Why, that's the reason why I came to this. That's the reason why I went into that den of iniquities that they call a shrine.
He's saying
for
yes.
the
He's
wild
saying
mother.
yes.
It's the reason why I
Say
joined
we'll
up
walk
with
over
this
with
good
another
lot
plate
here
full of food.
to throw myself around in your arena. That's the reason why I've shown up here today, is to find a solution to this tenuous problem.
Tharn, there's suddenly a plate of food in front of you.
My neck reaches down and I just bite a piece off of it and lift it back up.
There's another thing.
And I'm just spittling chunks of food
Alora
now as I yell.
waves her hand up and says, well, perhaps then, here, if you would understand, Thon, his ardor level, we are expecting a important shipment from Craghammer quite soon that will assist us in dealing with a problem off of the coast. And we need this bullet problem to be taken care of. If you say that you can solve the problem and get it done within the next 2 weeks, say, then we can order the soldiers from Fort Daxio to stand down. If we can have guarantees from you that you can get these bullet herders to take care of their business and vacate the area within 2 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks may not be enough time, though which may. The herds are a wild and fickle thing. Tending to them takes time and coordination. The giant tribes have been doing it for centuries, even before I was born.
Perhaps we can
I tell
help
you, was a long time.
Well, perhaps with your assistance, the giant tribes will be able to wrap this up within 2 weeks.
I think that's a possibility, and I think it's doable. I think that's
see
more than
not
fair.
why this shipment would be so important that one might lay waste to the bullet herds and to the giant tribes, nor do I see why it must be here so soon, or that it can't go around one of the other many paths. I've crisscrossed routes through that pass down these ways many times in the last 2 centuries.
Well, Master Thon, I would say to you that the field mouse has a different perspective on life from the hawk, and what the hawk deems important, the field mouse may not.
Madam, how many mice and hawks have you spoken with before? Because I'll have you know, I've talked to many of them. And yes, while their views might be different, their aim is the same. Simply to live. Simply to do that which they have always done.
And this city lives and survives on trade.
Well, if this city, as well as the rest, concern themselves more with living in hand with nature as opposed to being an abomination against it, maybe there wouldn't be as big of a need for these problems.
Does the Wild Mother not teach balance?
Posh.
Oh, God.
These New Age reformists, these non-sacrosanct pretenders claim such things. The Wild Mother does not say we are not to live. The Wild Mother says that we are to live with nature, not against it.
I'm mouthing the word silence spell. Please. Very hard. She said she's an arcanist. Help a brother out.
Cortanus leans into you, Tharn, and says, "Perhaps thou should learn to take yes for an answer."
Don't take yes for an answer. I've already accepted yes for an answer. We move on to other things. We're talking of mice and of walls. Well, what were we talking about?
Very well.
Oh, yes.
Allura waves her hand, and you watch as a scroll manifests in the air. She hands it to you and says, "Here, this bears the signature of me and the sigil of the council. Present it to the soldiers in the pass that come from Fort Daxio, and they will give you the 2 weeks that you have requested to deal with this problem. However, should this not be taken care of in the time limit, then the soldiers from Daxio will have to do what they have to do."
I warn you, madam. I will attempt my best to ensure that this is wrapped up in a time frame that will see as little disruption and bloodshed as possible. But if these soldiers of Daxio do what they have to do, I cannot make any promises for their lives or safety.
Well, then I do so very much hope that you are successful.
As do I.
If you'll excuse me, as she hands you the scroll, Tharn.
My thanks to you, lady.
She and Kima turn and walk out of the circle. Bratoris kind of looks at you, Noxus, and says, and as she goes to leave, kind of leans it into you and says, "This one is your responsibility.
Yay.
When you get back from dealing with this one's issues, we have to speak about what goes on, what happens next for you."
Wait, but what? There's more? No.
Yes.
Okay.
Come with
yeah.
me.
I turn back to the party as they've gathered around me, and I go,
And you see,
Nope, I'm heavily
it costs
drinking.
nothing extra to be a little polite at the end. Remind yourselves of that.
Nope,
in the future.
no, that is not the lesson here. That is not the. I leave. I'm leaving the party. I'm coming here.
Yeah, that. Now I'm glad I'm not there.
Politeness goes a long way.
Yeah, I say bye, Kima, and then yeah, I will come and see. Wait, did Topher ask me to go with her now or to come see her when I come back?
No, she says when you get done helping this
Yeah.
guy deal with what's going on up north, then you can come back and she needs to talk to you about what's going on at home.
Okay, then I say I will definitely come and see you. Actually, I have a quick question for you before you leave. Honestly, how did I do?
Listen, there's a reason that it's so few and far between that you get competitors for both. The fact that you made it past the first round as easily as you did was impressive. Ulfgar is... Dwarves are sturdy folk. You brought this temple honor.
That means a lot here in. Yeah.
Still have a long way to go.
Oh, I know. I really know.
Now, help this turtle man deal with what's going on up north. If we don't get that shipment from Craghammer, this trouble with our sea trade routes isn't going to go anyway anytime soon.
Hey, what? Can you talk about that at all?
Or no?
I mean, it's not really a secret if you go down to the docks. I swear, sailors have looser lips than teenage girls.
That they do. Yes, they do. What do you know? If you got a moment.
There's been ships being held up. It's the same MO every time.
And that is?
An unassuming vessel comes upon them, flying a blank blue flag.
Oh.
They offer the trade ship a chance to surrender. When they don't, they sail away. And the ship somehow always comes under storm. And we find it an empty wreck. Days later, if we find it.
That's not good.
The ship surrenders their holds, they're let go without issue. Ultimatums always offered by the same individual, they say.
Who's the individual?
Captain of the ship that flies the blue flag.
Has anyone lived to describe what he looks like?
Yeah, plenty. It's a dragonborn. Well, one of those ones without the tails.
Well, what color is he?
Oh, what did they say? I believe white, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I was afraid of. Well, that's definitely... I think you and I are gonna have a conversation back as well.
That's why yes, that's what I said.
Damn it. All right. Well, yeah. I'll enjoy your night, and thank you for the encouragement. It did mean more than you can realize.
Just keep following his teachings.
I will do my best.
That's all anyone can ask. Anyway, then she heads off. Shango, you find Stormbreaker. What the fuck was his name again?
I honestly forgot to. That's why I just called him Stormbreaker.
Wow, this room is so
Brontes,
pleasant.
Stormbreaker Krios Brontes. You find him with Trag off to one side as they're all they're all into a big keg of mead, and everyone's enjoying, making toasts, holding up mugs, drinking games going on, just having a grand old time. As you find your way over.
Yeah, I'll find my way over and walk up to them. Not sure if they're too busy with themselves or if they notice me coming.
They see you walk up and they say, "Ah, Shingo!" And he holds out a mug, which kind of splashes on you a little bit. And he says, "Victory should be celebrated with revels." And he holds up the mug and kind of smacks it into yours and then throws it back, as does Trag. Do you throw it back as well?
I'll try to at least. I'll probably fumble.
Make a Constitution check.
Constitution check.
I mean, you get it down. It's, it takes you a little bit longer than the other two, but you get it down.
Yeah. Like, a glorious, marvelous day indeed. much honor we have brought to the Stormlord on this day.
Sweeped it again. Both
Indeed.
titles back in the House of Cord where they belong, boy.
True, true indeed. An impressive performance you have done. Forgive me if I have not introduced myself. Drag. I am Shango of the Ashari from far in the Summit Peaks.
Nice to meet you.
Same to you.
Congratulations on your championship.
Thank you. My thanks. Same to you. It was a most impressive display of your own strength and the favor of the Lord you have.
Hope your friends are all right.
He shall return. For now, a bit beat he is, but he has lived through worse, I believe.
At this point, you watch as Kima and Allura approach. You don't know that's who they are, but they come up and Allura says, "Well, congratulations are to you again, Stormbreaker. The Temple of Cord is once again triumphant." And he says, Allura, it's a pleasure to see you again. Glad you were able to make it home from your duties, at least long enough to partake in the Day of Challenge, an important day here in Amon, one that I would assume no council member would miss." And she says, of course, I understand the importance of such days. I was happy to come home from my duties over in my diplomatic mission in New Draconia. How are things going over there? Stormbreaker asks.
Yeah.
She says, progress is slow. There's a lot of old anger and wounds that need to be healed before things can move forward there, but with the guidance of Lady Vexalia and the other members of Pike and Scanlan who've come to lend their diplomatic aid, hopefully we can get things done sooner rather than later.
Did I catch Allura's name when you greeted her? And does it ring a bell?
Yes, you recognize Kima from her time being around the embassy with Noxus.
Yeah.
And when you hear the name Allura, Keyleth had spoken about her many times. So
spoken of her.
More from reputation than anything else.
Yeah. I'll give her a bow. Lady Allura, if I may introduce myself, I am Lord...
Shango of the Arashari.
Indeed. It appears my name is preceding me.
I watched your performance today in the Gods Brawl.
My
Impressive.
thanks. My thanks. It was a great honor to be allowed to perform for the Stormlord. Have you made the acquaintance? Have you made the acquaintance?
I was impressed with your offerings.
I hope so too. But granted, the victory has been taken home to the temple. I would believe he is. Have you been able to make the acquaintance with Noxus, who has been training under Kima?
I did just meet him, as a matter of fact. He's a stalwart fellow.
No, Grant. I heard you are doing efforts in restoring Draconia. I believe he might have an interest in aiding and guiding, not guiding.
Yeah, that's the point, kind of. Kima pipes up and says, but sounds like he's got to handle this thing up north. Yes, it would appear that you and your compatriots have business to deal with on behalf of the council now, apparently.
Yes, indeed. We shall discuss this more than
friend-
appropriate time.
Yeah.
We shall discuss more at an appropriate time after the banquet in our formal meeting. No, it's not the time.
Well, I mean, it kind of already took place. Your shelled friend is rather insistent.
Oh, it's like this look of kind of horror, like, oh shit. It's like, yes, the insistent is a word, yes. It appears he has already taking the lead on making his plea?
Yes, I understand where he's coming from, even if his delivery leaves much to be desired.
Second that.
And
In that case, if the case has already been brought before you, I presume all that needs to be said has been said.
indeed, and the permissions that need to be given have been given.
My thanks and gratitude to you, and apologies for any uh, un- unexpected words that might have been fallen.
It's all right. I've had to deal with much worse. Well, maybe not that much worse.
Yeah, he gets a little like smirkless, like yeah. Will you be returning to Draconia, New Draconia soon?
Oh yes, in the morning I will be porting back over. The negotiations are in an important phase, and the two factions are finally starting to get some uh, common ground. But there's well, I feel like every time we take a step forward, we take two steps. We take a step backward with one delegation in particular. They are
Yeah. Uh,
Ravenite hardliners that don't want to give an inch to their former oppressors.
unfortunate that is. Yet, uh, feeling that as we share, taking one step forward and two back as the eternal struggle and burden of the Ashari continues to wane to ward this plane. Out of character, do I know that she's the head of the Arcanum?
She's not the head of the
Or the
Pensophical.
yeah, not the but she's the like the head of the Wait, what is she again?
She's the master of Arcana.
Yeah.
On the Taldori Council.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do I know that she holds that title?
Yeah.
Which brings me to another topic of great interest of mine. Yet I do not know if I wish to burden you with such things tonight or at a later time.
Oh, well, it appears tonight is a night for burdening me, so let's go right ahead.
As you are aware, under constant danger, the material plane is from intrusions from other planes of existence.
Yes.
And something more permanent I hope to be able to be done to seal off the material plane from such dangers. With your vast knowledge and resources, I was hoping to discuss ideas and thoughts as to how to pursue this topic.
Well, I mean, there's only so much power we mortals can exert over the arcane forces of this world and plane and those beyond it. Permanently closing them,
Granted,
creating something like the Divine Gate is, I believe, only the domain of godlike entities.
you see like the visual, somewhat disappointment in his face. Where it's like, oh,
I mean, I understand
Granted.
your goal, and it is an admirable, but
unachievable it appears, at least to
I
within the
don't want to
powers we
say,
have.
with what I've seen in my lifetime, brief as it has been, however, I have seen some things I thought impossible accomplished. So I would never say never, but creation of a thing that can permanently block planar travel is not a small feat, let us put it this way.
Indeed, an easy task it is not, and was not expected to be. Perhaps the combination and work together of many parties, we will be able to fathom to gather enough individual areas to construct a sort of network. Forgive my naivety, as I am not well versed yet in the details of such things.
I mean, the tapping into of natural ley lines that run through Exandria and connect to the other planes is a study that is ongoing.
Uh,
And when we can find time between the everyday emergencies that we have to put resources towards such research is, you know, a
I
luxury.
chuckle. Yeah, I chuckle a little bit at it. It's like, yes, the troubles and burdens are ever great, wherever we go.
I do not wish to dissuade you. I only wish you to understand the undertaking that you are talking.
Granted, I hope them to be understood. It appears that patience and diligence is of need at these days.
I wish you the best of luck.
My
And
thanks.
hopefully you can deal with what is going on up north quickly.
We shall do our best.
I unfortunately have to return to Draconia soon. The threats of talks breaking down, especially with the Ravenite protection front,
Yes, but of course, much appreciate your time. Is
threatening violence is it is a small, if not vocal, wing of the Ravenite side of negotiations that anyway.
yes, understandable. And with a slight bow, he's like, much appreciated.
Well, I think that's enough socializing for me for one evening. Kima, she says, yeah, I'm kind of not one for these hoity-toity type events. And you watch as Allura waves her hand in front of her, and they step through a portal that she creates and disappear from the space.
I give a appreciated impressive nod. It's like, convenient
Is that
system traveling.
is that the mage mic drop?
Essentially, yeah. It's like
Just-
deuces.
Yeah, mage drop.
You guys find your way toward one another again by some point during the evening.
I had one more quick thing.
Yes.
Is anyone from the Temple of Mora there?
Yes, make a perception check.
Oh, wait, hold on.
$22. Yeah, that moment kind of happens at a party where from across the room, you guys' eyes kind of catch each other and you see each other for the first time at the same time. And she has this angry, angry look on her face like, oh, you're here?
I walk in her direction and
She gets a look on her face of like, oh, coming over here. And you get over there, and once you get up to her, she kind of looks at you and says, what do you want, you old toad?
Better to be an old toad than an old bat.
Oh, you.
And I thought he was going to be nice.
Just kiss already!
Look around. Do you see where we are? Do you see where I am?
And I point over towards, not even necessarily towards the right people, and I'm like,
I've spoken with the council. They were able to assist in all the ways.
She looks at you and says, she looks at you just kind of like, she doesn't have anything she's just like, with that like, look on her face where she doesn't have a quip or a comeback. She's just frustrated.
Just to remember this day as the one where you were again totally inept and I succeeded regardless of your failings.
I turn around and walk away, and when I get like 5, 8 feet away, I stop, I turn around and go,
And one more thing.
and then I just keep walking.
She just, there's a server walking by. She just takes her drink, sets it on the tray, and leaves.
You don't really like her, do you?
Not in the slightest. People like that give all fabulous wild mother a bad name.
There's a lot of malice in here.
Yeah, I feel that too. So
I agree. That's why we should leave. Come, let's go. We have places to be. Now that I have this paper, I can finally resolve the issue at Fort Daxio.
I'm having a fantastic time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay too, because today hurt. Excuse me. And, yeah, I want another one.
But we have places to proceed to.
Buddy.
They've given us but 2 weeks.
Are we all together, or?
Yeah, we're all together.
I'll say you guys find each other at this point.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm real. My friend. Yeah, I'm real hurt, man. It's not gonna happen right now.
Yes. Places to be we have, and there's places here for tonight. The road we will not hit tonight, will we?
Then, fine. First thing in the morning.
Granted.
Live in the moment, Tharn. Live in the moment.
First thing after breakfast.
Yes.
I am living in the moment, and in this moment, there are places to be.
Which is right here.
Just pointing at nods and nod.
I am enjoying where I am right now. And that's where I shall stay.
So fine. I assume you're still sleeping in that gray skull place?
Yes.
Then I shall meet you there in the morning.
I mean, you can stay there if you want.
What? No. I wouldn't stay in such a place. I can find... I shall sleep in the same place I've slept the last...
I don't know, 1, 2 nights, whatever.
I shall rest amongst the grasses and the trees, as is my way.
They have a nice cellar in the keep. There's a very nice cellar.
Yeah. They also have a really nice... They have a nice courtyard, too, where
if you're required to be near the
tree.
dirt, and if like just being very shitty, if you're required to be near the dirt, you may do that, but under the structure, to be close to the earth. Which I think is a fair compromise.
To stay in a basement seems wrong.
Think of it as a cave.
If his wish is to stay in the same place as the nights before, why not grant it?
I mean, there's a secluded workshop you can spend the night if you can open the door for us.
Flake does that.
No, I shall find myself to rest, but I shall get you in the morning, and we shall venture forth together. By your leave, good night.
Good night.
And
good night.
Thank you for your assistance today with...
Oh, God, that looks like it's causing him so much pain. It looks like it's causing him so much pain.
Yeah.
Well, we will see you in the morning, and
Yes.
I promise I won't get too drunk.
Would you like a hug?
Good.
Drunk.
Because
Would
we
you
are
like a
leaving in
hug?
the morning, so by
Yes, we
sunup, we
we
shall
we
be
are
off.
we are all agreeing with you.
Yes.
Good. Good.
We are all in agreement.
I look skeptically at Noxus of the comment of not getting too drunk.
I wink at Shango.
All right. Well then, enjoy the rest of your evening here.
Goodbye, Shelly.
Dilly dilly.
I start walking off back towards. I'm probably just gonna like sleep somewhere, like either in the most likely tonight I would be crashing closer to Gray Skull, so just like off the side of the road or like
Someone's yard.
a
I
cluster
would-
of trees somewhere. Well, I assume that the night before you guys met me, I probably slept in like one of the little parks inside the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved like, I'm going to bed, good night, and slowly retract into shell. And I'm like, oh no!
I sleep in my shell. I do sleep in my shell.
Fade away.
Of course.
Got a little like little bachelor pad in there.
Little man
the
cave.
the foosball table.
So, hey,
You
Mike.
guys enjoy the rest of your night. You guys are finally presented with your 16,000 gold pieces.
Woo! We're rich.
Yeah.
We're rich.
Right.
That's to be split amongst all of you.
Let's go spend it all immediately.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. I mix and mingle with the Stormlord people somewhere and like talk to Drag about his adventures and whatnot.
Yeah, no problem. You
I
do
try to
so.
find
He's
someone
not
making eyes at me.
the best conversationalist. Kind of like talking to a fighter that's probably been in one too many fights, taking one too many hits to the head.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk.
However, you are also presented by the Temple of Cord with additional rewards of an excuse me, geez, throat's all dry. With an additional
A lot of talking there, DM.
after the collection was taken up from the other temples across Exandria, an additional 10,000 gold pieces.
Voice.
Glad they're
I'll
not
let you
using that
put
to
it
feed
in
the
there,
poor or anything.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad that it's going.
Yeah, it's glad just. I'm glad Thar isn't there anymore.
Yeah. Hey, make sure to throw money in the collection plate here after our services at this,
They
this
don't.
temple
They
to
don't need that.
Dawnfather.
They have clerics that can create, that can cast create food and water.
They feed that to the poor.
We need a new roof, so throw this money in this plate so we may give it away.
Yes. But anyway, you
Oh, the
are.
clerics can cast the spell Create Roof.
It's a fifth
Do
level.
they have that spell? Was that a fifth level?
They actually
no,
do. They can make an entire. They can make an entire cathedral.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys are presented with a huge chest that contains a bunch of gold pieces pressed with the symbol of the Stormlord. An additional 10,000 gold pieces.
That's a lot of money. We should do this more often.
The night.
Once a year, Noxus.
Once a year.
The night continues on. You guys enjoy yourselves. Have food, drink. There are performances given. All of you enjoy yourselves as long as you like. Make your way back to the keep, the Grayskull Embassy, and avail yourselves of a long rest.
Woo!
So you all get the
Well
benefits
deserved.
of a long rest.
Is there a long rest button on here now, or do you have to?
I don't believe so. No.
Not on roll 20.
Not on roll 20.
Not on roll 20, no. So you guys get half your level in hit dice back for those of you who used all of them. You don't get all of them back from a long rest. You get half your level
Half.
back. But you get all your
Rounded up or rounded down?
I believe it's rounded up. It's the only
Rounded
one
down.
Oh, rounded down.
Yeah,
There you go.
I thought
Most
everything
things
is
are rounded.
done. Yeah.
There's only a couple things that are rounded up.
Man, you two must be
Technical-
super spent.
Technical question: can you decide which one you get if you multi-classed?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I've never
Alright.
come across that. Just curious.
Yeah, because I have one in Paladin.
Oh, Bill, you have to do that. You have to show them how to do the thing with the wheel. If you go to the wheel and then you go to second class, it's on the left-hand
Oh,
side.
yeah,
and
no,
you-
no.
yeah.
I meant when you do the long rest, you regain hit dice. If you can choose
Yeah, you
which
choose
one you regain.
you can choose which ones you.
Oh,
Even if that's not the rule, I don't give a shit.
it's all right.
I don't care enough.
Close enough.
So you all come to consciousness in the morning, well rested, after a physically taxing day, to say the least, on the day previous. As you guys
So we're
find,
knocking on the door.
yeah, Thornton is let in by the servants as you guys find yourselves in the kitchen, being fed breakfast, a delicious breakfast made by the head chef and servant at Grayskull Embassy. What would you like to do?
Everyone except for one needs to take 9 temporary hit points.
Everyone
I'll-
except for me?
No, for Katana since she's not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we still get the 9 hit points. Ooh,
Every rest. It's every rest, short or long.
sweet.
They don't stack. They just can refill back to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
to 9 or to 14. Well, I get 14, y'all get 9, so.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do 9 and 9.
Wait. They get half of what you get, right?
Yeah, it's 9, right?
If it's 14,
Half
they get
of-
7.
Yeah.
Never mind, sorry.
I'm
So you
going
get
to
7?
be the last one down for breakfast, and I'm going to make a mishmash of 4 sets of studded leather armor that it's badly burned into one set of leather armor, so I could have a set of studded leather armor.
All right. So you have studded leather armor.
Yep.
Where are you getting that from?
We had 4 cutthroats that we killed.
All right. So you're taking one of theirs and you kind of loosely fit it so that yes, you now have a set of studded leather armor.
I will, once I've got my spells back, I'll burn 1 use of sending to Umara,
Okay.
and I'll just say,
Do this in private.
Booty call, booty call. Early
Gotcha,
morning
bitch.
booty call.
all your money.
just before I come down to breakfast, I'll say, you're good, even better than I remember, good enough to build your own reputation honestly. You should know that. And then I go down to breakfast.
Or something like, thanks for throwing the game for me.
You don't get a response. You know the message was delivered, but you don't get a response.
Fair enough.
All right. You guys all find yourselves to breakfast in the morning.
I want to ask the party one quick thing. I have learned of a very interesting arcane means of forming a telepathic bond between a party, yet a rather large monetary investment this would be. So,
And what is that?
a very powerful spell that forms a telepathic bond between a group of up to 8 individuals.
Oh,
If I can find the local scroll makers, I should be able to copy it into my book for us to be available. Yet I believe an investment of about 8,000 gold this would be.
well, we did
Sounds
just
useful.
get a lot of money.
What's the wait? But
So-
before we go spending it willy nilly, what's the benefit besides the bracelet? What would be the benefit to that?
Unlimited range. and no need for a common language.
Well, we all have a common language.
I believe it's called common.
You're not wrong.
He's technically not wrong, which is technically the best kind of right.
Yeah.
I mean, it could come in handy.
You're talking about Rary's telepathic bond?
Yep.
You would be able to
So it's-
explain the spell to them if you wanted to. So basically the way the spell
Yeah,
works,
so it's...
you
Yeah.
forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, physically or psychically linking each creature to all the others for the duration. Creatures with intelligence scores of 2 or less aren't affected by the spell. Until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically through the bond when whether or not they have a common language. The communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence. Lasts for 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
benefits would be unlimited range and telepathic rather than having to talk out loud.
So are you saying we would, like, you would have to cast this? Or are you saying you're going to enchant something?
No, it would be a preparation to cast it if we know we will be separated and we'll have means to silently communicate with each other.
So you're saying I could speak with all of you at will using nothing but my mind at all times?
No, don't buy this. No.
If you are included, unfortunately, yes.
By all that is holy and
And I
Muhammad,
can save the party
no.
8,000 gold.
How long did it last? Django.
An hour.
Less than an hour.
How
Or
long
a
do you
foot
take
or
to
an,
cast as a ritual?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. And then
Wait,
yeah,
so technically we could also use it as an offense where you cast that on our opponent and you cast it on Thorn.
Nah. while a great thought that is, the target has to be willing.
I'm fairly good at letting targets know exactly what I'm thinking.
Well, that's why.
Yes.
I'm talking
Indeed.
shit. I think that's a perfect idea.
So, would you be able to read each other's thoughts, per se? 'Cause I am against that.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I don't think you would be reading each other's thoughts. Like you would only getting what you send out, so to say. Right? Like you have to willingly be like, everybody else should hear this, rather than it hearing your thought.
I think we just have to get used to it after a while. Just make sure that we accidentally say anything not want to say, you know.
Yeah, but like, if I'm like, fuck, he's being annoying. God damn it, he's handsome. I don't want you guys to fucking hear that.
Wait, you think I'm handsome?
Yes.
Well, just don't think those things about the Ganassi.
Oh, so wise from Shelley. If you haven't noticed about me, there's no way I'm going to not think that, and I point at Shango, and I point at Nox, and then I go to point at Vero, and then I stop, is a handsome bastard. You are out of your shell. I'm quite in my shell.
My glasses of the eagle, and I kind of squint.
I do see what you mean. They all have certain things about them that are quite fetching.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I look around confused. It's like, what?
Just go with it, Shango. Just go with it.
Wait,
You're getting
what's-
uncomfortable.
Okay, what do I do to go with it?
Kiss me. No.
What? No.
No. Hilarious.
Wait, we did that mind thing already?
Oh God. Yeah, I guess. You know what? If that's what he wants to do with what did we get? 26,000 gold pieces.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a terrible thing, but I don't know. I mean, we have to prepare it. We don't get to just do it when we want.
Yes.
I mean,
Indeed.
yeah. I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, if the party's for it,
If- You're not in favor, you don't have to soften the blow, and I make air quotation marks.
Well, then
very
in that case, it's a ridiculous idea.
Well,
And you should be ashamed of yourself for having it in the first place.
Eat more chicken! Oh, God.
and it's like,
Eat no chicken.
facepalm and be like, well,
I didn't actually say that.
for the
That was
honesty?
just for the balls.
Oh. Thanks for the honesty.
All right, well,
Next time we can shop, why don't we see what other options we have for 8,000 gold and weigh it out?
we do need to pick
Certainly.
up some health potions because we are running low. That's definitely something.
I only got 8 arrows.
Yeah, we're gonna get some stuff before we go
Then
out.
you need a supply before we leave?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
this is
but
taking longer and longer. All right, well then. Let's
On the way it
immediately
is.
go and get whatever things you need, and then let us get going. There's
Wait,
now only...
technically,
How long are weeks in this, in your universe, Will?
They are 10 days.
They're 10.
Yeah.
We only have... But 9
Dish
days
ready!
left.
dish money,
I don't have that many fingers.
dish money.
Just holding up toes.
We only
I
have...
believe, hold on, actually. That is covered in...
Oh, you have the same amount as me.
in the
As
book.
Noxus.
Yeah,
Noxus has
I
this many.
always 3 and a thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ninja Turtles have 3 total.
Yeah,
Just-
2
I'm
and a
sorry.
thumb.
The 7-day week.
Oh.
Oh, it's a 7-day week.
30
Well,
day...
then we only have 13 days left.
No, we have 14 days. The deal was struck last night, which means it starts today. So I, through the power of logic, have given you an extra day of travel, which means we have plenty of time to prepare.
How many days does it take to get to Fort Daxio?
Shut the fuck up, Nox, you beautiful, handsome bastard.
I just chuckle in the background.
You guys aren't actually going to Fort Daxio. So...
Just going.
Shut the fuck up, Noxus.
Here, I'll
It's
put...
said with so much love, but I'm just like, do not put batteries back in him, please.
Fort Daxio is up here. You guys are down here in Amon. He is talking about taking you to about here.
Why don't they go through the forest?
The entrance of the Thenden Pass.
Oh, I see why. Because it's quicker this way.
Yeah, there's another whole road system they get there. It's a fucking deal.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
But yeah, it's a lot longer.
You have to go past, well, you have to go into the vicinity of Kymel, though.
Yeah,
And that's
Kymel's a
an-
fucked up place.
That's a no-no.
Yeah, the entrance to Craghammer is here. As was explained to you before, they have a trade
back
route.
entrance.
Yeah, that comes down this river, and then there's an area, like a little ferry dock type deal
There.
right there where it meets the road. Yeah.
Well,
So you're going. Yeah, it's like a couple days on foot, 2 or 3 days on foot, probably.
But we
2
wouldn't be
days.
traveling by foot.
Yeah, 2 days by like horseback.
We wouldn't be traveling by horseback either.
What would we be traveling by?
Tharn.
I mean, I can get us there. That's not an issue.
Wait,
How could you get
What
us
means
there?
of transportation do
how
you
fast
offer?
could you get us there?
Practically instantaneously.
Wait, what?
You know means of instantaneous travel, Noxus. Just looking over to Piero.
Oh, shit, you're right. Sorry. I guess I got hit hard.
Yeah, but he's...
You have a teleportation circle?
Nothing so arcane. We shall travel through my plant.
Did you just say we're gonna walk through a tree? Is that what you mean?
Well, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go get some potion. And if someone comes up with a better, faster idea, I'm game. Because this guy's talking crazy.
Oh wait, would I know that that's possible?
I mean,
Anything is possible in Magic Lands.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's magic. Like you've seen, like you guys teleported here using Bureau's magic.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
we-
not crazy.
That
we
stuff
used the
makes
high-
sense to me.
We
But
used the
trees
high-level
don't move!
teleport. We used the high-level teleport to get from Lemnile back to Whitestone.
Yeah. You've
Follow the circle.
teleported. Yeah, you've done a couple things like that before.
And then I guess it'd make more sense. Never
Most
mind.
of our spells are used to be ridiculous, so.
I look
I
at a
am.
clock tower.
Yeah, I am not going
Yes.
to accompany you guys. I have one thing I need to do before we leave the city. It's an absolute must for me, so I'm going to do that. And I push back on the
sure?
table.
You sure
Yeah.
you don't want any? You sure you don't want any help, like?
Yeah, this one I could do on my own. It's no problem.
Then I say we all
Should
meet
we
back
do-
here in.
And I go and find a window and I just kind of crane neck out and look at the sun.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, that sounds.
Like, are you?
Yeah.
Like,
Should
are
be
you?
more
Are
than
you?
enough time to accomplish what you guys need to. I'm pretty sure I know what you're looking to do.
Good. Good.
Alrighty.
Break.
Break!
So
Hike!
Is there a shopping group going into town?
it appears that way. Yes.
Yep.
I mean, if I'm gonna pick something up, I'm just gonna buy Raider Party, and that there's not really much other buy.
I no idea what you're saying. You're breaking
You're
up.
breaking
You're
up.
cutting up like crazy, man.
You should
Check
be cutting
1,
up
2.
like that to get that guy,
Check
man.
check
You-
1 2. Am I good?
Yeah, it
good.
sounds like there's a
You're
group
good.
going to Gilmore's.
Ooh.
Tharn, you would have gotten a cut of the gold from the championship as well.
Oh, would I now?
Of course,
Yeah,
you
of course.
participated. You were a participant.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you turned it down.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have turned it down. I wasn't just going to be like, yo, where my money? Like,
I
No,
would
you-
The,
like to think that the group is honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you
Well,
get
we-
presented your share.
Yeah. What we normally do is we put it in the bag of holding and like as a party fund, and there is a magic hole in your bag that you can
Basically, you reach
access
into
the
your
funds.
pocket and you can access it, just like anybody, like to make things easier.
cool. And
Do you-
how
are-
much would I be?
So what would have it been if you guys split it? It was 26,000 gold.
26, yeah, split by 7?
Split by 7 ways, yeah.
26 divided 7. 371 platinum. Does that make sense?
Divided by 7, so it would have been. It's like 3,714 gold pieces essentially.
Okay. Cool.
And then if
Cut on
and if
everything?
yeah, and if you need
Yeah.
if you need something that's a little bit more party, so
Okay.
Oh, Biro, you find the you probably find the platinum when you wake up. You're like, oh, that pouch wasn't there.
Yeah, when you go to sleep and you actually start getting ready for bed is when you find it, Bureau. There's just a
Just
extra pouch of 50 platinum on your belt somehow.
Where the hell did this come from?
Just
Had
a little
to be
metagaming
tomorrow.
for the other players. I started with two uncut gems worth approximately 300 gold. So
Yeah.
if I wasn't cut in on it, I wasn't going to be able to do too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
I mean,
actually,
he's a hermit. Money's not really a thing for him.
Yeah.
there is
Uh,
something I wanted to ask Tharn about.
Okay.
You said he had tattoos, right?
Yes.
So you got some interesting things on your. What are those?
These are symbols of strength in the teachings of the Wild Mother. The conch shell, the...
Wait, did we determine that it just looked like more of my turtle shell, like spread down my shoulders and arms, or was it like symbols, or what did you decide?
It was different, symbols of nature. Everything seemed to be connected by a root structure, but there was symbols of like, the conch shell, and then there was symbols of like blooming tree, and then mountains, and just different aspects of nature, all kind of like
Conch
interwoven.
shell, the sturdy oak, the powerful mountain, the dancing lady with a hula skirt. Who put that there?
I feel
I
like
actually
I'm supposed to
really-
think I'm a lumberjack now.
I actually really like that one, the one with the hula skirt. Yeah, that was cool. I got this, and I show him mine. And mine just kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't really go. So yeah, it's kind of like it starts at my wrist, and like you're looking at a emerald green dragonborn, like literally like the emerald, like Wizard of Oz emerald green, and on his right arm,
Mm-hmm.
it starts at his wrist and just kind of, and it's like flames all the way up to his shoulder and go into his breastplate. And the flames actually look like they glow, and it actually looks like it is a fire, like sitting in a
Very good ink work.
it's not ink work. It's God's work, guess, right? Yeah.
You say we're gifted that by the gods?
Yeah. Believe it or not, I'm not really this color. I was actually more closer to a blackish green, and I made a really big mistake, and I made a deal with a devil, and I'm glad I'm not involved with her anymore. Kind of look around.
If I'd have known you then, I would have told you not to do that. It's a bad idea.
Well, at the time I was going to die, and I said I need help. Somebody help me, and she was there. So I didn't
Tis
really.
better to die than to try to deal with the devil, though.
I didn't know who I was signing anything with. Anyways, that's beside the point.
Mm.
She, I didn't do something she wanted, and I woke up with a burn mark all on my right side. And then I did something that impressed someone, and he said that he was impressed with me, and he gave me this. I look like this.
Well, good that you impressed someone and that they were so giving.
You're telling me. And that's kind of why I was in that brawl.
You're a devotee of Bahamut, aren't you?
Yeah.
I could tell by the dragon motif.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Not a bad one, that Bahamut.
Do you, like, personally know him?
I mean, I've been alive for a long time, but not that long, my boy. Not that long.
Oh. It just seemed like you knew him.
I know of the teachings of many religions. Long studied. Spent time. Yes, a devoted follower of Wild Mother, but with much time to learn and read and commune with well, most of the gods at some level. They all play in the Wild
In the Wild Mother's what?
creations.
Ah, sorry. You kind of cut out there for a sec.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that definitely makes sense. How did you get those tattoos, though?
Oh, these. Well,
Actually, Tharn, the place where you got them, the one, the special ones, is a technique that you only know of one tribe that does it. In the Torain Forest dwells the Rivermaw tribe, and they are the ones who are able to perform these sort of ceremonial tattoos.
yeah. This is an ancient art passed down by the River tribe. The only ones I know of in all the lands who do such a thing. You see, it's actually crushed diamond mixed with magics and artistry that extends with itself added protection, increases the vigor.
I see. Interesting.
Yes, yes. They rewarded me for helping them with a quite sticky matter some time ago.
Huh. Alright. Maybe, done here. That is, people I'd like to meet sound interesting.
They are. Their mating rituals are particularly interesting.
Ah, yes, and on that, you have
So
As he's walking away, I'm like, they also follow, or they also pioneered 4 new types of textiles.
That's where we'll pick things up next session. As we'll close things out as Noctis kind of walks away from the worst birds and bees talk ever.
Well, less
Awkward when
birds
Mom
and
did it.
bees. Less birds and bees, more like National Geographic documentary.
Yeah. You
It's
know, the
awkward
ones
when
you
Mom
watch
did
when
it.
you were an impressionable young kid as a teenager.
Yeah,
We'll
those.
pick up next session with any quick shopping you guys want to do. You guys can think about it over the course of the week, and then it sounds like you guys will be getting on the road towards the north. What spell were you transport via plants, Tharn?
Yep.
Yes, that's right. You have access to that because of your domain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you have of a tree picked out. It's not right next to where you want to go. It's just on the edges of the very western edges of the Taurian forest at the base of those.
I know of
very-
many trees.
Yeah. He knows a tree personally.
They are my friends.
It's literally right about there. There's one.
Happy little tree.
Tree
right
stride
about
and
there. There's so probably from that tree, it's probably only a couple hours to where the stone
tree
giants
stride
are
and
held up.
transport via plants are two different things, though. Not to put a damper on everything.
Oh yes.
That's tree stride.
Yeah,
That's not
tree
transport
stride.
via
Tree
plants.
stride is tree stride.
Oh,
is
wait,
not the
hold
one
on,
you're
yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
No, it isn't. Oh, fuck. Wait, did I...
I think you mixed them. You
Okay.
swapped them. Yeah, transport via plants is I think is a 6th or 7th level.
Oh, yeah, no, then I do not have that. I mean, I can get back to where I need to go. Bringing everybody
Yeah,
else,
see?
though, is not going to be
Yeah,
possible.
see, look, that's
Same
500 feet
kind
right
of-
there, right, guys?
That's like
Yeah.
tree stride is like it's 500 feet. You walk into a tree and come out another tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a 500-foot
Yeah, it's like the
tree to
druid
tree
or-
kind of thing.
It's like the druid version of.
here's the thing. I can
it's
get
like the
people...
druid version of Dimension Door.
Yeah, I can actually get people back to that general area. Actually, right back to that area. But I can only transport 5 other people.
What are you talking about this time? Talking about tree stride?
Nope.
Anything else? Word of recall. Never heard that spell.
Yes. That would definitely work. You would have a.
Because I would have left directly from where the giants
Yeah.
to come here. I would have left a word of recall, figuring that I would be going back on my own. But the problem is that's only me and up to 5 willing creatures, and I think we
Yeah.
have more than 5 willing creatures in this.
It's a total of 7 of you.
Yeah, so there's you and 6 other willing creatures.
So we either just missed it, or the DM can waggle that because we have a particularly oddly large party.
Well,
yeah.
if you do it, you instantly go to bed, wake up, recall back to us, or can you?
You can
place
only
one-
I
use
have
sanctuary.
to cast it in the place I need to return to.
Yeah.
Ah.
So basically, he has to set up like a small shrine to.
A save
wild
checkpoint, basically.
Essentially, yeah. Like he sets up his own little save
Fire.
checkpoint by setting up like a small shrine to the Wild Mother, and he can return to that shrine.
How great would it be like, you, and you. You two, meet us there. Wow. Wait, where are we going?
Meet us here.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a thing that Thorn might do.
Yeah, why do I feel like he's gonna leave me behind? He's like, fuck this guy.
That's our boy Blue.
How about this? I'll say if you... Yeah, because we have such a particularly large party.
Yeah, I mean it's it's made because it's you don't want it to be abused, and it's a 6-level spell. So, which is why they said you and up to 5 willing creatures, because that way you can't just be like, hey, let's get an entire city out of the foot. But there's also that element.
Because normally you don't have 6. Yeah,
What
you
I'll
don't
say
have.
is you
normally
can
have 6.
you can spend some money at Gilmore to get some refined residuum from Whitestone.
You have some.
I know you have some. I'd say if you had spend $100 or 100 gold pieces of residuum, infuse the spell with that, it will let you take 1 extra person.
Okay, in that case, I'll buy the necessary residuum.
All right, so it's 100 gold. It's the same. It costs 100 gold pieces in residuum, and it is used up in the casting of the spell.
All right, well then in that case, I'm gonna buy 3 doses.
All right, so that would be 300 gold pieces. Any other shopping you guys wanted to do? We can. It's up to you guys. If you want to do it now, real quick, we can do it now, or if you want to do it at the beginning of next session.
Well, I was just gonna pick up like a few arrows.
Yeah.
Oh,
People know what they want.
I think a quiver of 20 arrows is like a gold piece.
Sweet.
I don't know what I want, so I'll...
20 arrows is 1 gold piece.
Done. Well, unless we're doing it later.
We can do it now, but if you guys want to wait till next week to figure out what you want, that's fine.
I mean,
it depends on whether he has it or not. Like if you just are looking to buy some healing potions or whatever, but...
That's all I was looking to do, is get some greater, maybe a superior if we can afford.
Barry, you want some stuff? Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest, so I'll just
Okay.
think about it.
Yeah, so we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll do it at the beginning of next session.
Yeah, we'll come back next week if anyone thinks of anything through the week.
All right.
All right.
There you go. And then if you guys wanted to, I will think about what's at stock at Gilmore's and see if there's anything else you guys might be interested in.
So we now have 700 gold pieces worth of residuum, correct?
No. Well, Tharn has 300 gold pieces worth of residuum.
Yeah,
You guys have
so
4, I believe, right?
Yes.
400, yeah.
Yeah.
Tharn,
because-
you're keeping track of your own inventory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mechanics of Taldor Campaign Guide, Divine Residuum can replace money-based material components for... that's one of the magical properties that it has. So if you have like a spell that would normally cost you like 300 gold pieces in diamond dust or something like that, you can use 300 gold pieces worth of residuum to replace the gold pieces. Tharn, just for your FYI. If you wanted to buy more stuff, more residuum, you could.
Also, just as a thing to think about next week, anybody who wants to, if anyone wants to buy a diamond with 300 gold pieces or 500 gold pieces or such a thing, and give it to me.
Yeah, I need to buy a diamond 300 as well.
You need diamond dust worth 300 gold pieces, Noxus, for Revivify.
It's dust?
Yeah, it's 300 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. Raised Dead, which was the 5th level Tharn's talking about, is just a solid diamond worth 500 gold pieces.
It says
just
diamond.
I have 300. I have diamond dust that's 300, but I don't have.
Yes.
I didn't want to just take the $500 gold diamond.
You could, with access to Gilmore's and Amon, right now is you have a unique opportunity, Tharn, to essentially buy magic spell components. Like,
Oh, I know.
mean, yeah. So if you wanted to,
Yeah, you said that I had enough to cast
you had enough for at least one casting of spells.
any spell, and I rolled and got 6 for commune, which is not, that instance is like nothing.
Yeah.
But no, I purposefully did not take a 500 gold piece diamond.
So if you wanted to purchase one now with the money you just acquired, you could do so if you want, or if someone else wants to essentially buy insurance.
If I die, the fucking diamond is useless. So
yeah.
It's still worth
Well, it's
500
not,
gold.
It's useless. It's still worth 500.
Still 500 gold diamond.
Yeah, Bill. It just says diamonds worth 300 gold
All right.
pieces.
So it doesn't have to be a singular diamond. It could be a collection of, like, a few diamonds that add up to. But yeah, you can just spend the 300 gold at Guild Wars to buy spell components.
Sounds
I
good.
thought it was diamond dust.
Whatever. But anyway, I'll let you guys think about that over the week, and we'll come back. Experience points.
Woo!
Biero, you had 18. Nox, you had 18. Shango, you had 16. Sayao, you had 16. Tharn, you had 17, and Fike, you had 16.
Let's see, 85. Cool. I'm going to stop recording now.
Okay.
This is a good time to stop. And we're done.